Hello, good morning, and good evening, and good day, and all that other stuff, people. I welcome you all to Trails to Azure. Welcome you all back. Okay. The last thing we did was the Marin Temple quest. And this time, we're going to send a jump ride onto the Azure Road expedition. And first, we're going to rest up. Bum, bum, bum.
よし、行くか。どこに行こうかな。さあ、行くぞ。到着だ。
Now we're in this part of the world. We're gonna head over to... Yep. It should... Ah, it's over there.
敵出現やっちゃいましょう。そこ行きますやー。
よし、そこだ。
さてた
任せてと。まだまだいけ
There
る。
we go. Now we exterminate.
強そうね。みんな気をつけて。そこ
行くぞ。さ
Thunder.
さてと行くわよ。食らいなさい。私の番です。
Craft.
ターゲットを捕捉しました。情報を入手しました。行きます行きます。目標を撃破します。それはあこれで終わりです。
Missiles.
行くぞ。任せてくれ。さあ。
今だわ。任せて。行きます。私の番です。
よし。
Come on.
私の番ですね。
Shoot that.
任せてくれ。
Arts. Earth.
エニグマ駆動。
ドライブ開始。 動。助かりました。それ。
それ。
はい。
Wait there.
俺の番だな。エニグマ
行きます。
駆動。
エニグマ駆動。さてと。
And we do another breath.
エニグマ駆動。助かりました。
世話が焼ける。
Very nice.
それ。
行きます。エニグマ駆動。行きます。
And that's Calamity Edge.
エニグマ駆動。
よし。やってや。
そこ。や。や。はい。 エニグ
Let's
マ
do
駆動。
Chaos
行きます。
Brand.
俺の番だな。
Craft.
させ
Under.
ろ。
任せて。そこ。
There
こ
we
ん
go.
なところかしら。
Exterminate Monster, Merciful Road. And we've got another craft book. And Alien Wuzzy. Akashic Star. Okay.
やった。全力で行かせてもらうぞ。
さてと。えい。やーやー。皆さん。
Very good.
お疲れ様でした。
That one was real easy. Yes, there is.
よし、行くか。
And now we rest. Doo-doo. Go in here. Here we are, Crossbill Station. One of the inspection officers here sent us a request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. Ah, are you the special support section by any chance? We are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're an inspection officer from Kelvard, correct? That I am. My name is Marla. I was transferred here from the Republican Army. I'd like to get started right away. That is, assuming you will accept my request. Help with the inspections. We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you. Allow me to bring you up to speed. It's rather simple, actually. This request only consists of one task. You'll be assisting me with conducting an inspection on the train bound for Kelvard. Oh, well, there's a coincidence. An Imperial inspection officer had us lend a hand with that once, so we should be able to manage. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious people or items on board, right? Precisely. Your experience in the matter will make this much easier. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the city in light of the trade conference. Not only is our inspection process more rigorous than usual, we're also expected to cooperate with the police department. We simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. The next train to Calvard is now arriving at Platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. That's our train. I'll give you all the details once we're on the platform. Whoa, look at that. That's the Imperial train. It's the Eisengraph, a train used exclusively by the Imperial government. Its regal design is almost a symbol of the Empire in and of itself. There's certainly something very Imperial about it. Well, the Blood and Iron Chancellor did arrive on that circus on rails. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I'll give it that. I'm willing to bet they didn't spare a single mirror building it either. Yes, and its appearance is far from its only impressive aspect. I hear that the Eisengraph is also the fastest orbital train in existence. That claim is still unverified, however, as its exact specifications have yet to be publicly disclosed. That's still pretty impressive. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation with a railway infrastructure as robust as Erebonia's. No one else on the continent can match them in that respect. Not much is clear. The Empire is in a league of its own in more fields than one. If you're quite finished, I would like to explain the details of the request. Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please continue. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I'd like your assistance with our inspection duties. Some of you will be examining all the passengers' entry applications and luggage. The rest will participate in a safety inspection of the train itself. What does a safety inspection entail exactly? You would be assisting me directly. I'll be providing a set of instructions to follow a series of checks. I see there are 6 of you in total. We'll have you form 3 pairs then. 2 inspect the cabins, and 1 to act as my helpers. Pairs? I think I remember working individually last time. Yes, that's the way it went when we assisted with an inspection earlier this year. Oh, that's right, you've done this before. Typically 1 person would be enough, yes, but this time around, however, we will need to be more thorough. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be doubling up. I see, that makes sense. I'll let you decide how to divide yourselves up. Though if you're having trouble, you could always resort to rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? That's right. Strictly speaking, there's no real need to put too much thought into these teams. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish, which I'm sure would be in both our best interests. Well, in that case, I don't have any objections. What about you guys? Sounds like a good time to me, so why not? How shall we decide who plays whom? I have a suggestion actually. If everyone goes simultaneously, and if 2 people choose the same shape, they'll form a pair. Then, repeat this process until all of you have been paired off. You seem awfully familiar with this. Yeah, more or less. We divvied up our work like this to mix things up from time to time, back when I worked in Calvard. It's a flexible concept these stuck-up Erebonian inspectors would never use. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude very flexible either. It likely boils down to the differences in their country's cultures. Potato, potato. Anyway, want to give it a whirl? Sounds good. Alright guys, on shoot. On rock. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Tia and I were the only ones to play scissors. Both of us will form the first pair then. That leaves 3 rocks and 1 paper from the rest of us. We'll just have to keep playing until we get another team. Yeah, on to round 2. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Noel and I both played rock. No complaints from me. Let's give this inspection everything we have, Lloyd. That leaves us cool kids to form the 3rd team. You cool with that, Wazzy? Sure. This should be fun. Looks like you're all ready to go. How should we split up the work? Let's see. I need help moving something, so I'd appreciate some extra muscle from the men. Sounds like a job for me and Wazzy. Wonderful. Now I regret being matched up with you. You better believe. I'm gonna work you too hard. Now then, if we're all decided, let's proceed to our posts. I want the other 2 teams to split up in the passenger cabins. We've made the announcement already, so let everyone know you're assistant inspectors and you should be fun. Roger that, sir. Alright, we're in charge of the last 2 cars. Looks like that gives us quite a few passengers to inspect. Right, let's give each of them a good thorough checking. Start with you, gentlemen. Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Oh, Ma, I hope you're doing alright. I don't think he heard you. Ahem, excuse me. Ah, sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? You're inspection officers, right? Please, go right ahead. Thank you. This should only take a few moments. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. We appreciate your cooperation. Of course, no problem at all. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Sure, go right ahead. Good luck with your inspections. Thanks, we'll be done in a jiff. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. Not at all. It's only right that I let you do your jobs. Thank you. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Yeah, I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. Do your worst. Okay. Why is this guy so excited? Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. Haha, so did you notice, this folder full of contracts? I'm in the middle of some big negotiations right now. These bad boys are gonna make me a killing. Oh, I can't wait to get all this signed, sealed, and delivered. Ah, how about that? Hope it goes well. So that's what the enthusiasm was about. Just wanted to show off. Hello, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? No trouble at all. Go right ahead. Okay, that should do it. Your papers and luggage all check out. It's just one thing. Oh? Is something wrong? Well, sir, there doesn't appear to be a boarding pass in your carry-on here. Care to explain? Oh, you didn't see my ticket? No, that can't be. I'm absolutely positive I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? Is it in my pocket, perhaps? It's not there either. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting just a moment? I know my ticket's around here someplace. I'll show you as soon as I dig it out. Alright, we'll give you a minute and come back. Let's continue inspecting the others. We'll keep an eye on him and circle back. It's just that I heard. The icing graph is a true marvel of engineering. I can hardly contain myself. Whoops, don't want anyone seeing that. Did she just start drawing just now? Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? Everything you need is in the bag. Go ahead and knock yourselves out. Okay then. Okay, your luggage and papers all check out. Thank you for your cooperation. How many more minutes do we have left together, my sweet? I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. She really likes trains, doesn't she? Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? You act as if you're making a request instead of a demand. Fine, go ahead. Just try to make it quick. Alright, this won't take long. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. But gratitude doesn't mean much when I never had a choice in the matter to begin with. Is that all? If so, do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you'll excuse us. This job is a lot more stressful than I realized. Good day, we're assistant inspectors. His outfit. Is this man with Hayway? Can we help you? Huh? What's going on here? Wait, Sin? You're from the SSS. What are you two doing here? We're assisting with train inspections as part of a support request. Having said that, we're going to need to check your luggage and papers. So that's it. Even the mighty SSS isn't above menial drudgery like this, are they? Very well. If that's the case, then hurry up with your inspection. All done. Your papers and luggage are good to go. Thanks for your patience. I was merely cooperating because I had to. Goodbye, you two. Yeah, take care, Sin. Hi there. We're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you. But may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Huh? Why do we have to let you go through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about that. My sister can be a bit of a handful. I promise you she isn't trying to be a little brat on purpose. Who do you think you're calling a brat? Some older brother you are. I can start, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. It's fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for having a big fat idiot for a brother. Let's get the heck out of here. I think that's everyone. Now we just have to check back with the elderly gentleman who couldn't find his ticket. He's in the 4th car. Alright, time to make our way back there and see if... Give me back my ticket. Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. You're not fooling me. I know for a fact it was one of you two. Yeah, who did it? Fess up already. Excuse me, what's going on here? Oh, it's the inspector from before. You just got here in time. You got here just in time, Inspector. This old fart is accusing me of Old fart? Why, you no good cheeky. Everyone, please, calm down. We can't sort this out until each of you gives us your side of the story. Now I get the full picture. You bought a ticket to the Orid State that suited you in the 4th car of this train. What's more, these two gentlemen claimed to have made the exact same purchase themselves. Now that your ticket has gone missing, you're accusing one of them of stealing it. Do I have that right? Yes, exactly. There's no doubt in my mind that I had the ticket on me when I walked onto the train platform. I couldn't have lost it between here and there. It doesn't make a lick of sense. The only reasonable explanation is that one of these two stole it. I understand why you'd think that, sir, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet. It's alright. Let him believe what he wants, I say. He's just a senile old man, after all. How dare you little... That's enough. You two need to settle down and be rational about this. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep hurling insults at each other. Now then. I have a simple question to ask the two of you here who do have a boarding pass. What is the purpose of your journey? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that before anything else. You want to know what we're traveling for? What does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with that alone? Potentially, yes. A thief can't control the destination of a stolen ticket, so their reason for traveling may be fabricated. If that were the case, the culprit could slip up and make themselves known. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, that does seem possible. Well, that's perfect. Well then, answer the lad's questions. Oh, I will, and gladly at that. I am a merchant, and I am on my way to broker some very, very important negotiations in Orid State. I have the contracts right here. My client is a business in Orid known as the Liu Xing Company. So tell me, what reason would I have to steal a ticket from this doddering old fogey? Grr. Alright. What about you, sir? Well, my hometown is in Orid State. Isn't that enough of a reason to travel there? No one's saying it isn't. That didn't help much. We won't be able to come to a conclusion at this rate. How amusing. These train goers think up the most bold-faced lies. Sin, what are you doing here? Passengers aren't supposed to move between cars during inspections. You've already finished your inspections, haven't you? I think we can let this one slide. That's not... fine. At any rate, I only came because this scene you're causing seemed entertaining. Allow me to join in the fun too. The fun? So, what lies were you talking about exactly? Well, you'll see. Let's start with the merchant here. You claimed you were in negotiations with this Liu Xing company, yes? If that's the case, what's the nature of your contracts with them? This is nonsense. Why must I go along with the questions of some child? If you must know, they involve the wholesaling of exotic vegetables and spices grown in Orid. As you may know, the state is quite renowned for its agricultural sector. As for the Liu Xing Company, they are an affiliate of Heiwei Trading Limited, based in the Eastern Quarter. They're about as legitimate as it gets. I believe that should erase any doubts. So you say. There is indeed a Liu Xing Company in Orid, as I am well aware. However, at present it's no more than a mere startup with no real foothold in the region. It's in no position to hold international negotiations, that much is for sure. What? How the hell would you know? A good question. I'll let him answer for me. It would be my pleasure. You... Sir, I have had enough of your insolence toward the young master. Listen well. You stand in the presence of the grandson of a Heiwei elder, Master Sin. Elder's grandson? You must be joking. Wait, that suit you're wearing. I know I've seen it before. No, this can't be happening. Now you understand? Now come clean. What's your aim here? What are you really after? Well, Fine. Have it your way. I'm sure you'll have fun telling the inspection officer all about it in the interrogation room. Wow, Sin's incredible. Yeah, he's a precocious one, that's for certain. And now, it's your turn. Sin? Me? What do you want with me? Isn't he your culprit? Oh? When did I ever say that? We're not finished here at all. You said that you're from Orid, is that right? Yeah, I'm going back to my hometown. If you were born and raised in Orid, then you shouldn't have any trouble answering me this. Aside from its agriculture, Orid State is famous for its remote destinations. Not to mention its many hot springs. So tell me this, which of these is a hot spring in Orid? The Elno Hot Springs, Palm Hot Springs, or C, the Orid Hot Springs? Go on, answer. Huh? It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows about the famous Orid Hot Springs. I see. What's so funny? You think I am an idiot? That you could get one over on a child? The Orid Hot Springs? There's no such thing. Who would ever establish a place with such a cliche name, you fool? If you were really from Orid State, you would have simply answered that it was a trick question. How about I ask you another question? Though, honestly, I only expect you to dig your grave even further. Where are you from, really? Well... Not that it's any of your business, but I'm actually Calvardian. But I live in Orid now, really. Please, you have to believe me. Oh, do we now? What do you make of this special support section? We've established that each of them is guilty of deception. But which of the one is the ticket thief? Alright, let me think it over. It's the young man. I would suspect the young man. Granted, the merchant exaggerated the contracts he showed us, which I do find suspicious, but while we may not know his motives, he clearly went to great lengths to fool us. Hinging all of that preparation on committing a misdemeanor wouldn't make much sense. You also should take into account that if the thief's destination isn't Orad, they could use the ticket to exit the train earlier. Which leads me to you. You're a culprit, aren't you? Right, well done, if only just barely. There's no use feigning ignorance anymore. You can't keep covering up your lies. Show some honor and confess your crimes. Please don't turn me in. What? And why wouldn't we? It's my ma. She's in a hospital in Calvard. That's why I had to go see her. There was no other way. Oh. Well, this took a turn, didn't it? Go on, explain yourself. Okay. Truth is, I'm studying to get into St. Ursula Medical College, but my family is very poor. My ma sacrificed so much just so I could come to Crossbell. They paid my way ever since with part-time jobs. But then, out of the blue, I got a call saying that my ma suddenly collapsed and was taken to the hospital. So You wanted to visit her, but didn't have the mirror for a ticket, so you stole one. Isn't that right? Yes, it's true. I did it. I'm so sorry. All I want is to be there for my ma. I sympathize with your circumstances, but a theft is still a theft, and we can't overlook that. Then how about this? I'll pay for your ticket. Huh? Really? What do you say, old timer? If he returns your ticket, will you be willing to forgive and forget? Well, as long as I get that dang thing back, I'll have no reason to press charges. As for you, yeah? Visiting your mother with a stolen ticket? Do you think she'd be happy to know that you did such a thing? Well, don't misunderstand my kindness. I may be footing the bill, but this is no gift. It's merely a loan. I won't put a hard limit on when you have to settle your debt, but believe me when I say you will do so. I understand. Thank you so much. I'll pay you back, I promise. And you better keep that promise. With that, the matter is resolved. You too. Call the inspection officer over. I'll give him an explanation myself. Right. I've been informed of the situation. Good work handling that theft case. Oh no, we were just doing our job. What do you plan to do with the thief though? Will he be punished or released? Actually, as far as we're concerned, all charges have been dropped. Really? Just like that? Indeed. The victim stated that no theft had occurred, and that he had no intention of taking legal action. According to him, the young man simply neglected to buy a ticket and it was all just an honest misunderstanding. If nobody is willing to admit that a crime took place, then there's nothing for us to investigate. This is all because of that kid. You're right, that was probably the story Singh told them to stick to. He really knows how to spin a narrative. What about the merchant though? That man, on the other hand, is very much under arrest. Turns out that his true identity is that of a counterfeit ticket broker. Counterfeits? What was he doing on the train himself then? Testing out his own product, it seems. He's bold, I'll give him that. How unexpected. Bottom line is, you kids did stellar work today. Thank you once again for your help. You're welcome. We're glad we could make things easier for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you ever need our assistance again. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. So long for now. Speaking of making things easier, sounds like Sin played a major role in this. Sure did. Never expected to run into him here of all places. Me neither. If anything. It's reminded us of how cunning he is for his age. Yeah, imagine how big a pain in the ass he'll be when he's older. I'm starting to regret not having the chance to meet him myself. His bark is worse than his bite. Elder's grandson or not, he's still just an adorable little boy in the end. That's true enough. Anyway, I think we can close the books on this one, team. Let's take a little break and hit whatever's next on the agenda. Yay! Next up, we'll go to the IBC. Yep. Zoom. Thank you for coming, SSS. I take it you must be here for Miss Croice's request? Yes, that's just what we were going to ask you about, actually. Is it true that Belle's antique dolls have been stolen? Those would be the ones from the Rosenberg studio, would they not? You're correct on both counts. Miss Croice has been horribly distraught ever since. I know this is on short notice, but would it be possible for you to see to her request right away? Let's catch a thief. Of course, we'll be glad to help. We could never refuse in good conscience, knowing how much Maribel has done for us. I see. Well, on behalf of Miss Croice, you have my gratitude. Now, first things first, I'm going to have to issue you this card. And what's this? It's an authorization pass for the IBC. We had one just like it before. Using it grants us clearance to specific floors of the building from the elevator. In other words, it's part of the security system. This isn't the largest bank in the continent for nothing. That card will allow you to enter the same floors as the one you were given in the spring. Miss Croice is waiting in the CEO's office on the 16th floor, so if you could please make your way up there. We will. Thanks, Linefei. Well, it's me. Come right in. Thank you very much. It's good to see you again, Belle. Hello, Ellie. Special support section. I heard you returned to town last night, Tio. How have you been? Fine, thank you. Glad to hear it. I understand that you have a busy day ahead. What with the trade conference this afternoon? Best of luck to you. Thanks. We'll do what we can. I take it you're not planning to be at orchestra yourself then? That's right. As my father's stand-in, I can't very well abandon this pile of work he left behind at the bank. He'll be on his own when it comes to handling his conference duties. And on that note, I think I owe you all an apology. Perhaps it was ill-conceived of me to call you in on such short notice, especially on top of your other obligations. Don't worry about it, Maribel. You've helped the SS out so much. This is the least we could do to pay you back. So, someone wiped a few of those antique dollies you got, right? Mind giving us the lowdown? Of course. As you might know, I've been an avid collector of Rosenberg dolls for years. I'd been keeping 5 of them here in my personal room at the IBC. However, someone took the opportunity to steal them last night. While I was away on business. 5 dolls, every one of them a Rosenberg. They must be worth a fortune. The larger ones would fetch a few million mira at auction. This goes far deeper than monetary loss. I am a mother whose precious little darlings have been kidnapped, and I want a despicable crook torn limb from limb in the middle of the harbour district for it. Easy now, Maribel. My personal room, you mean the one right next door, correct? That would mean the thief slipped past IBC's world-class security. How is that even possible? Yes, I thought it rather peculiar myself at first. But once I found what was left at the crime scene, whatever confusion I had was immediately dispelled. How so? I think it would be faster to simply show you. Take a look at this. It's their boy, Blue Blanc. Wait, is this a calling card from Phantom Thief B? Indeed, the elusive filcher who's stolen countless works of art from all over the continent. Rumor has it he employs mysterious magics to perform his heists, and he always leaves his calling card at the scene of the crime. Infiltrating the IBC building is a feat only he could pull off. And from what I hear, you all had a case involving him earlier this year, isn't that right? You did? Indeed. Last time he stole a statue from the former City Hall building. In the end, we failed to apprehend him. And now he's back for round 2. Seems like you four got into all kinds of crazy hijinks before we joined, huh? So, what does the card say? Allow me. Dear ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section, the little ladies whom the young madam adores are in my compassionate custody. Should you seek their freedom, throw open each of their cages, 5 in all, with keys of truth. The first cage lies within the city. Search the throne of the constabulary's famed scrutineer. Phantom Thief B. So, do you understand now why I had no choice but to call all of you here? Yeah, this is a direct challenge from Phantom Thief B to the SSS, which means we're the only ones who can handle this. You really stole 5 priceless dolls for something this petty? This guy's a nut job among nut jobs. Whatever his reasons are, he didn't have to involve Maribel. We ain't gonna let this one go. I wholeheartedly agree. Those Rosenberg dolls mean the world to you, Belle. Thank you, Ellie. I leave this in your capable hands. Okay, before we start the investigation, I want to go over the calling card again. First, the little ladies part. Obviously, that's referring to the dolls themselves. As for the 5 cages, that must indicate there are 5 separate locations, each hiding a single doll. So what you're saying is we'll have to search for them one at a time. I'm already dreading how much of a pain this will be. Well, we can limit the first cage to within the city. Apparently it's at the throne of the constabulary's famed scrutineer. That clue is the key to our first doll. Anyone have any idea of where it's pointing? Scrutineer? Why do I feel like we've heard something along those lines not too long ago? Well, no sense overthinking it. Let's just go check whatever spots come to mind. I'm expecting great things yet again, Special Support Section. Find my beloved little ones and bring them back home to me, won't you? Of course. We won't let you down, Maribel. I'll keep the clue from the card in the detective's notebook for good measure. We can use it as a foundation to build our investigation off of. Yay! A magazine entitled Monthly Car Mania Volume 2 is stalled out on the table. We got the wild paintwork. Let's go have a look at the wild paintwork for the car, because I guarantee it'll look really cool. Oh. That's right, the car's parked outside. Applied palette. Wait, how many more color schemes have we got? 2 left. Didn't we hear that Chief Sergo's old nickname was Sergo the Scrutinous? That would make his desk and chair the throne of the famed scrutineer. Worth a shot. Let's look around. There's something under his desk. Let me try taking it out. What the? Is that a trunk? Reminds me of the one Kia was in when you found her at the Shores auction. Bet him choosing this place as the first location was just an extra taunt for good measure. Yeah, he even used the Chief's old nickname. This guy's clearly got our number. Anyway, let's check it out. The card is affixed to the back side of the trunk. The second cage lies outside the city. Search the Harvester's Heritage found off the ramshackle road. There's no mistaking it. This is a genuine Rosenberg doll. Yes, I've seen it once before. Its name is Kanan, I believe. Belle loved this one dearly. She names her dolls? Even Maribel has her sweet side, doesn't she? I'm a little surprised anyone would bother putting something they stolen in a trunk like this, though. Phantom Thief B is supposed to have some kind of deep appreciation for beauty, right? Maybe it's his way of showing respect. As for the second card of his, it sounds like we're gonna have to venture out of the city limits this time. Sheesh, we're gonna be running around the whole damn state at this rate. Our hints are Harvester's Heritage and Off the Ramshackle Road. Wording calls to mind somewhere rustic and old-fashioned, polar opposite of a modern place like Crossbell City. That sounds about right. What do you say we take this first dolly with us and go get to searching for the second? Yeah, let's go. We found the first of the Rosenberg dolls. Second one is on the old America Road. Probably easy to go through. America Village. The gate is open. As I recall, this property is owned by Amoroka Village and isn't normally open to the public. Perhaps they left it unlocked. Surely not on purpose, right? Either way, check it out. They've got monsters wandering in there again. Watch your step while we're looking around. Aye aye, Captain. There we go. Very good. Oh yay, leveled up to level 3. Four turns of strength 25. Raises strength when HP is low. Shield reached level 3. So all the defensive stuff went up. Well, hey Lady Karen. Enjoy your lurkies. Rising sun. Ether Buster. Perfect. And he gets exploded a bunch of times. Septium Vein. Did you hear about the Phantom Thief B break into Arkansas? I'm told he stole the spotlight. Great. Right after I finally got new stuff from Mr. Hayworth too.
やでや
さあ始めましょうか。
でや
And we
私
beat
の
it
番
up.
私の番です。
行くぜぜや行くぞは
さてとそこです。任せて。
俺の番だ
Very good.
そこだ任せてくれと
チャンスです。みな
Bang bang bang.
良いデータが取れました。お疲れ様。
Okay. There it is. The second trunk was here of all places. Search the harvester's heritage, found off the ramshackle road. As I recall, this property had been used by Amorica village as a storehouse for generation after generation. So it must have been Phantom Thief B who opened the gate without permission. He can't go anywhere without stirring up trouble, can he? Anyway, let's take a look. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The third cage lies outside the city. Find where one stands with their back bathed in the goddess's shining visage. Bell calls this doll elite. I could never mistake it. And we got another one of those kooky riddle cards too. Goddess's shining visage. That may be our best hint here. Bathed in part is telling as well. It would have to mean the visage is exceptionally large. Let's go have a look around then. There has to be some place that fits the bill. And we've got a Rosenberg doll L. I found two of the $100,000 dolls. Alright, head to beautiful Amorica village. The prettiest town in all of the towns. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at.
よし
Rest in my car. And
あ、
we
乗りますか。目的地を選んでください。
head to
お安いご用です。
Crossbell Cathedral.
お待たせしました。
Talk to the Archbishop. Welcome. Is there something you require of me? If it's a sermon you're after, I could make time for you. Sorry, that's not why we're here today. Phantom Thief B's card mentioned the goddess's shining visage. Maybe that was referring to the stained glass window here, which would make the one who stands with their back bathed. I don't understand what's going on right now. But if you have business with me, I must ask that you state it clearly. Alright, sorry about that. Archbishop Heralda, could you do us a favor and check under the pulpit? Why would I do that? Now, don't fret. We aren't up to anything suspicious. The SSS explained their mission, after which Archbishop Heralda searched under the pulpit. There it is. A card is affixed to the backside of the trunk. The fourth cage lies outside the city. Find the road of iron that sneaks under the skirt of the western ramparts. This must be Miss Dell. Belle loves this one. I'll bet she does. At any rate, that brings us up to $3. Just when did that get here? I do leave for business on occasion, but never long enough for someone to do this. The goddess works in mysterious ways? Back to the card. This clue is as perplexing as the rest. I could interpret the ramparts to be some sort of defensive structure. If we include the western part, then in that, we get the defensive structure in the west. That's one interpretation at least. There's also that road of iron that sneaks under the skirt. Yeah, I don't have any idea what that means. Another figure of speech, I imagine. That's a safe assumption. Alright, let's take this trunk with us and begin our search for the next one. Phantom Thief B. I've heard of his exploits before. He sounds to be quite the scoundrel. As a faithful servant of the goddess, I cannot forgive such insolence. Do whatever it takes to bring this man to justice. We'll try our best. And that's the third doll. We can't see the dolls. We go to Bellegarde Gate next.
乗りますか？どこに行きますか？お安いご用です。
Off to Bellegarde.
はい、到着しました。
And we just need to... go out here. Could have sworn there was a treasure chest in this area. We should avoid walking on the train tracks. Yeah, it's probably a smart idea. There it is. How did this even get here? Who on the card said, the road of iron that sneaks under the skirt of the western ramparts. So the iron road was the freight line and the western ramparts was referring to Bellegarde Gate. At any rate, this really isn't really an ideal place to pop that trunk open. Why don't we take it on to the platform on the other side? Good idea. Let's be careful moving it over. A card is affixed to the back side of the trunk. The final cage lies within the city. In the soaring structure, descend from the summit of 16 by 21 and scour the vista of windows to another world. This is one of Belle's dolls, Sharon. I'm sure of it. That makes 4 out of 5, right? Meaning all that remains is the final cage mentioned in the card. Soaring structure in the city. It has to be talking about someplace tall, right? Wouldn't that be Orcus Tower? I believe Orcus Tower stands at 40 stories above ground. If the summit in question here is at 16, then perhaps it's talking about somewhere else. There's also the matter of descending from 16 by 21. Doesn't sound plausible. Or possible. That's probably the key to solving this riddle then. We have that vista of windows to another world bit to consider too. Yet again, some sort of metaphor. Let's look around the city and see if anything matches up with this clue. And that's the fourth doll. Let's just keep an eye out for any more treasure chests. Nope.
Yosh, 行くか。どこに行こうかな。
Back to the SSS garage.
到着だ。
Ba-da-bum. 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 Down to the bottom floor. There it is. There it is, the final trunk. In the soaring structure, descend from the summit of 16 by 21 and scour the vista of windows to another world. Descending from the 16th story of the IBC building to the 5th basement level makes a difference of 21 floors total. The vista of windows to another world must refer to these terminal monitors tracking data from the Orbital network. Going by that logic, this was the only spot that made any sense. Let's take a look inside. This doll's name is Alice. It's Belle's favourite out of her entire collection. There isn't a card on the back like the others. This must be the end of our scavenger hunt. That's the end of that then. Finally, I'm exhausted. Huh? The heck was that? What's going on over here? Sounded like we just got some new old mail in. Hold up. Is that one of Lady Maribel's dolls? Yeah, it was sitting right here. How'd you guys not see it? My concern lies more in the timing of that orbital mail. May I take a look? Something about it gives me the shivers, so be our guest. Clack. Click, clack, clack, clack. What's wrong to you? The one who sent this message was Phantom Thief B. What? The guy himself? You're kidding. But how? And from where? Would you mind opening it to you? Roger. Sender, Phantom Thief B. Subject, undefined. To the lovely ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. First, allow me to express my gratitude for the entertainment you have provided thus far. Next, my sincerest apologies to the owner of these dolls, Miss Maribel Croyce, as well as the creator, Meister Georg, for my dastardly impropriety. Nevertheless, rest assured that I took the utmost care not to damage these beautiful works of art while they were in my possession. With that, I will soon be excusing myself from these lands. Thank you once again, and farewell, Special Support Section. I, Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, Enforcer Number 10 of the Society of Ouroboros, await your continued growth with bated breath. May the goddess visit good fortune upon you. P.S. This old mail will be automatically deleted and is thus impossible to save or trace. I suggest you not bother trying. Phantom Thief B. Wait. What? You see serious? You'd think someone like him would choose a more theatrical way to let the cat out of the bag. Who'd have thought that everyone's favorite Phantom Thief was actually an enforcer for Ouroboros? Come to think of it, he did hint at being acquainted with Ran. Oh wait, Tia, is there any way we can print that message out? Yeah, there has to be some sort of clue we can glean from it. I'm making an attempt, but it isn't going especially well. The mail's source code has been slowly deleting itself since the moment it was opened. Fortunately, no other terminals have been affected. Recovering the message, however, will not be possible. Well, shoot. Burglar Boy really covered his bases here. That reminds me, we also know diddly squat about the hacker who trapped us in the geofront yesterday. Good point. Between that hacking incident and this orb mail, they're obviously a cut above when it comes to their tech. I'm not sure I fully understand what's happening right now. Where is that, Clay? We have to verify that this breach didn't impact any of our data. Oh, yeah. It could have left a virus on our system. Sorry guys, we need to get back to work. Well, at the end of the day, we did manage to recover all of the missing Rosenberg dolls. Let's go return them to Maribel. Yes, let's. I think I get the gist of things now. Still, what a shock it is to learn that the legendary Phantom Thief B is a member of Ouroboros. If that's true, it's no wonder he's eluded the authorities for as long as he has. And here I was planning to punish him so severely that he'd wish he'd never have been born. I'd be scared shitless in his shoes. I'm sorry, Maribel. We wanted to capture him just as much as you did. But on the bright side, we did manage to bring your dolls back. The SS handed over the 5 trunks containing the Rosenberg dolls to Maribel. Hehe, welcome home, Alice, Cannon, Lee, Mistel, and Sharon. Very well. I have no complaints or further comments at this time. All that matters is that my precious Rosenberg dolls have returned to me, safe and sound. Phantom Thief B intended to keep those little ladies in one piece from the start, if it's any consolation. After all, he went through the trouble of securing them in those trunks and tucking them out of harm's way. That is a lot of work, come to think of it. Though they would have been better off had he not stolen them in the first place. That's definitely true. Clearly, we'll have to further improve the IBC's safety protocols to ensure this never happens again. Our security department will be working harder than ever before once I'm through with them. You, however, were a tremendous help. SSS. They could learn a few things from you. Don't even mention it, Bill. That's what friends are for. Wait, last time this happened... No, it couldn't be. Something wrong, Lloyd. And just what are those lecherous eyes of yours doing pointing at me? Well, let me explain. When we solved our first Phantom Thief B case, it turned out that he had disguised himself as the client. Holy smokes, I'd forgot about that. It is funny. What are you implying, Lloyd? Let me be as clear as I can. Are you the real Maribel Oh, come now, Lloyd. Just where do you find the gall to accuse me so crassly? And after all the genuine gratitude I've shown you? I'm sorry. There's no mistaking it. This is the real Maribel. Oh, Lloyd. Not quite the brilliant deduction he was aiming for, was it? Afterward, Lloyd and the others went to the first floor and he turned their authorization card to the reception desk. Yay! And I think that's all the quests. So let's go to the SSS building. Turn in all the requests.
どうもお疲れ様です。それでは報告を受けたまわりますね。
Alright, inspection on the rails. We've got it.
大
Done
変
that.
でしたね。
That's another one done.
はい、お疲れ様でした。ランクアップです
Yay!
ね。おめでとうござい
Got
ます。
the Invigorate Quartz.
さすが皆さんです。特典の品もすぐにそちらにお届けしますね。お疲れ様でした。また。
Yay! And we'll play some Pom Pom Party, because I love this game so much. It's one of my favorite mini games of any video game. Put that there. Up you there. Go there. Oh, that was a lucky break on my end. Put that there. Do that. Yay! Love Pom Pom Party. Check requests. Yep. Detective notebook. Let's first make sure that there's nothing still hanging out. Nope. Cool. Alright. Now we head to Orcus Tower. Here we go. The 40-story tall structure.
昨夜空港に到着する前にライティングされたこのビルを見かけましたが、こうして実際に見上げるととんでもない大きさですね。
気持ちはわかるよ。
Okay.
まさにクロスベルの新しいランドマークって感じですよね。
しかし、
And we're halfway through the game
一体何に使うってんだ？
at about this point.
前の視聴者に比べてでかすぎるんじゃねえか？
まあ、いろいろな機能が盛り込まれているビルだから。市や自治州の行政区画以外にも国際貿易センターや文化交流に関するフロアもあるの。まさに大陸西部の中心となるべく建造されたと言えるでしょうね。
はあ、スケールのでかい話だな。
でもそんな風に言われると今回の通商会議も納得ですよね。
Boop, boop, boop.
実際このビルの完成でクロスベルへの資本情報集中は今まで以上に加速するだろうね。そうした展望を踏まえての今後の取り決めなんかが話し合われるってところかな。
ええ、そう聞いているわ。もっとも経済的な話だけにはとどまらないでしょうけど。
さてと、どうする？ダドリーさんとは正午に1階の玄関フロアで待ち合わせているけど。
We're going in.
そうね、まだ時間はあるけど。
まあ、とにかく用事やら準備なんかは済ませとこうぜ。
There's nothing else for us to do
何が起
today.
きても問題ねえようにな。
そうですね。さすがに会議が始まったら外に出るわけにもいきませんし。では用事と準備を済ませたらビルに入るとしましょう。
And we go into Orcus Tower. The massive,
ダ
massive
ドリーさんと
structure.
は正午に1階の玄関フロアで待ち合わせしている。まだ時間はあるけど、そろそろ中に入ろうか。
Upon entering Orcus Tower, you'll be unable to buy new equipment, items, or upgrade your ordnance. Additionally, be warned that all outstanding quests will expire. Actually, how much? We'll quickly go to Gentin. Upgrade. Can't upgrade that one. Can't upgrade that. And that's all we can do today. On that one. Quartz. Could have sworn I got another. Detective notebook. Lists. No, that's not it. There it is. Achievements. Rewards. Wing. Oh, I do have wing. I'll wait until that's maxed out. Hey! Yeah, Zeke is protecting Kia. Okay. Now we go
ダド
inside.
リーさんとはまだ時間はあるけど
Upon entering, blah 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 blah. Into the tower.
すごいな。
なんつうか豪華かつハイテクって感じだね。
IBC ビル以上に近未来的な雰囲気ですよね。確かビルの全フロアに動力ネットが引かれているはずです。 IBC とも連動しているため株価指数などのデータもリアルタイムで参照できるとか。
ええ、そのあたりはおじさまのアイディアみたいね。
なるほど。銀行家ならではの発想ってわけだね。よし、それじゃあダドリーさんが来るまで待たせてもらうか。
今日は一般客もいないし、そちらのソファーで待たせてもらいましょう。
The same day, 12 p.m.
来ていたか。
Dudley!
ダドリーさん、
お疲れ様です。
現在正午ちょうど。
It's noon sharp.
通商会議が始まるのは人さん丸々となっている。あと30分もすれば首脳たちがやってくるだろう。
なるほど。
それで私たちの方はどちらに向かえば？
本当ならば私が会場周りを軽く案内するつもりだったが、思わぬ人がお前たちを案内してくれると申し出てな。
思わぬ人？
やあ諸君、よく来てくれたね。
Dita!
ディーター市長。
おじさま。
Yeah.
半月ぶりだね、エリー、ロイド君。ワジ君にノエル君に。おっと、ランディ君とティオ君は久しぶりかな。
お久しぶりっす。
ご無沙汰してます。
でも、
Yeah.
どうしておじさまが？
通商会議の直前でお忙しいんじゃないんですか？
準備ならとっくに済ませて、あとは首脳たちを待つだけでね。気分転換も兼ねて君たちを案内させてもらおうと思ったんだ。ダドリー君、構わないな。
市長がそうおっしゃるなら。
Dita's voice.
お前たち
He sounds like a
市長に
politician.
失礼のないように。それと一通り案内されたら34階の警備対策室に来い。
了解しました。
では市長、また後ほど。
あ、よろしく頼むよ。
Bye, Dudley.
有能な捜査官だが、少し融通が利かないところがあるな。彼の職分からすると、それもまた美徳なのだろうが。
まあ、鬼の捜査一課としての威厳もあるんだろうからね。
おっと、肝心なことを言い忘れていたな。支援課の諸君、オルキスタワーへようこそ。さあ、ついてきたまえ。
相変わらずだな。
さすがマリアベルさんのお父さんなだけはありますね。
まあ、せっかく案内してくださるみたいだし。
ああ、お言葉に甘えるか。
Let's go. There's lots of things to do, like get the new paint job for the car. A magazine entitled Max Speed is sitting surprisingly still on the couch. Learned a new oval car pattern, cool paintwork.
レベーターが3機も。
3 elevators.
へえ、さすが豪勢だね。
まあ地上40階の高さだからね。専用のエレベーターを入れたら全部で6機が運用されているんだ。
それはすごいですね。
さて全部のフロアを案内するわけにもいかないから会議関連のフロアに限定しよう。まずは警備対策室のある34階だ。
よろしくお願いします。
Let's go.
なるほど。ダドリー君からも聞いたが確かに危うい状況だな。
What was he in?
はい。両兵団と犯罪組織の動向に帝国政府と共和国政府の思惑、
そして両国首脳を狙うテロリストの脅威もあります。
Prince of Tennis. Never heard of it.
それと謎のハッカーですね。奪われたタワーの図面はやはりこちらの端末から。
ああ、どうやらオルキスタワーのサブ端末をハッキングしたらしい。 IBC の一件があって以来システム部門でもハッキング対策は強化していたつもりだったがまだまだ不十分だったようだな。
うん。ハッカーなんてまだまだ数は少なそうだけど。
Yes, seeing as hacking only came into existence like
やっぱりエプスタイン財団の
2
関係
months,
者の可能性が高いのかね。
like a year earlier in the game world.
現在ロバーツ主任がその可能性を探ってくれています。ただ今回は財団の関係者ではないような気がしますけど。
まあそちらの調査はおいおいするしかないだろう。両兵団や犯罪組織テロリストたちも心配だがそれ以上に気になるのが首脳たちの狙いと思惑でね。
首脳たちの狙いと思惑、
つまり通商会議の参加者ってことですか。
君たちが会ったクローディア姫とオリバルト王子については私はあまり心配していない。
They're both good
レミフェ
peoples.
リアの太閤閣下もやはり信頼に足る人物だろう。
It's just the president and the
問
grand
題は
and the chancellor.
オズボーン宰相とロックスミス大統領の2人でね。
二大国の首脳ですか。
確かにクロスベルの命運を握っている2人だとは思うけど、具体的に何か動きでも。
いやその逆だ。会議の開催にあたっていくつかの取り決めや国際協定などの提案を事前に送ったのだがそこで返ってきた返答が両国とも好意的すぎたのだよ。まるで本気で西ゼムリアの平和と発展を望んでいるかのよう。
Ah,
それは
too good to be
さ
true.
すがに不自然ですね。いつもことあるごとに反発し合っている2国なのに。
ああ、正直会議そのものがどう流れるか予想もつかない。かなり厳しい展開になることも覚悟する必要がありそうだ。
なるほど。やっぱり政治的にも大変な状況なんですね。
まあマクダエル議長も力になってくださるだろう。
Grandpa
うまくいけば
McDowell.
リベールやレミフェリアなどを味方にして交渉できるかもしれない。とにかく腹をくくった上でエイドスに祈るしかないだろうさ。
おじさま、
すみません。そんな大変な時に案内なんてさせてしまって。
とんでもない。
No. I'll have a look. Dang it. There it is. Almost, they could be twins.
逆にそんな状況だから気分転換しておきたくてね。わざわざ君たちの案内を買って出たというわけなんだ。
And we're gonna go visit a whole bunch of people.
そうでしたか。
光栄です、市長閣下。
そんじゃ喜んで案内してもらうっす。
ああ、任せたまえ。おっと、到着だな。
Or 30 something. 34.
ああ、
すごい。
We can see the entirety of Crossbell. You will not catch me alive at any floor above 7. There's Crossbell right down there. Everything looks like ants.
すごい見晴らしですね。
いやー、最高の光景だぜ。
満足してもらえたようだね。
I was doing when I was playing Outer Worlds the other day, I was doing this one mission and you had to step outside on a floating like space station and gas giant, and for like for like 10 seconds I'm just like, nope, I can't do this. I can't do this.
ここが34階。国際会議などが開かれた時、関係者が待機するフロアになる。それではざっと見て回るとしようか。
So long story short, the planet is on like a space station. When I was playing the Outer Worlds, you go to this one planet that has a space station on it, and you've got to go through it to find a thing. And you had to go outside on this like little space station thing, and for like 5-10 seconds, all that's between you and the gas giant is metal railings that you could easily fit through, and nothing else other than the elevator.
はい、お願いします。
I don't like heights.
そちらは
Which is also why you'll never
加えて報道陣などの控え室が並んでいる。
Which is why you'll never find me on a plane.
テロリストが潜入した場合に備え、一応警備隊の一個中隊も下のフロアに待機している状態だ。
話は伺っています。
警備隊でもエリスムリが集められてるみてえだな。
しかし報道陣ってことはグレイス女子も来るのかな。
なあ、クロスベルタイムズの女性記者だったかな。リストにあったと思うから多分取材に来るだろう。ちなみに報道陣は取材と記者会見の時以外はこのフロアから出さない予定だ。
なるほど。
Yay.
合理的だね。
たまに警備をすり抜けて突撃インタビューをするような乱暴な記者もいますものね。
Yep.
というか、グレイスさんが一番そんな感じですけど。
Tio has no chill.
さすがに見つけたら止めないとな。
一応こちらの部屋も案内しておこうか。
This is a waiting room.
へえ、これは見事だね。
Got vending machines and everything.
休憩室みたいだけど、すごい開放感だな。
ここは会議の関係者に用意されている休憩室だ。休憩時間などに遠慮なく利用してくれたまえ。
はい、遠慮なく。
後でお茶でも一服しに行きましょうか。
Oh, got plenty of time.
さて、こんなところで次のフロアに案内しようか。
Now we go through here.
ここは非常階段エリアですか。
下への階段は封鎖されてるみてえだが、
本来なら階段を使って1階まで降りることができる。しかし今回の会議中は34階、35階、36階以外は封鎖するようにしているんだ。
なる
Makes
ほど。
sense.
警備上の理由ですね。
でも、もし地震なんかが起きたときはどうするんだい？
その場合、自動的に全ての非常階段が開放される。まあ、完璧なセキュリティはありえないということだね。
That's a smart man.
なるほど。気をつけておきます。
ハッキング対策なども考える必要がありそうですね。
さて、せっかくだから階段を使うとしようか。35階、国際会議場フロアだ。
Level floor 35. All the different flags of all the countries. You got Crossbell all the way on the left. Erebonia is the red one. Liberal is the one to the right of Erebonia. And I think Calvard is the one on the far right. And Remiferia is the one to the right of Crossbell.
そちらが
この後行われる国際親善という名前の腹の探り合いの舞台。国際会議場だ。
International Conference Room. Let's have a look. It's a conference room
すごいな。
with a hell of a view.
すごい見晴らしです。
これだけ天井が高いってことは2フロアぶち抜きみてえだな。
ああ、そのため上の36階はこの字型の構成になっている。ちなみに両脇の部屋は各国首脳の関係者が詰める控え室になっていてね、護衛の将校などが待機することになるだろう。
なるほど。
確かにそういう部屋も必要だろうね。
さて、最後のフロアに案内するとしようか。
Now on to floor 36, the VIP floor.
ここは会議に参加する各国首脳に用意された控え室のあるフロアだ。ざっとだけ案内しよう。
お願いします。
These are fancy rooms.
おお、さすが豪華だな。
Data spared no expense.
こんな部屋で優雅に時間を過ごしたいもんだね。
こちらはオリバルト殿下に使ってもらう予定の控え室だ。左
Yeah.
翼にも部屋があって参加者ごとに割り当ててある。 まあ会議でヒートアップした頭を冷やしてもらうための場所かな。
なるほど。
一応こうした部屋にも動力ケーブルは。
ああ、目立たぬ形で配線がされているはずだ。まあ他の部屋については割愛するとして、最後にあそこだけ案内しておくとしようか。
これはディーター市長。
お疲れ様です。
楽にしてくれたまえ。この回廊室からは会議の様子を一通り確認することができる。機密性の高い会議などではカーテンを閉じることもあるが、今回は開いておく予定だ。
なるほど。
You can see the whole conference room
会
from
場
up
の
there.
様子を確かめられるのはちょっとありがたいな。
そうね、何かあったら駆けつけることができそうだし。
そういう意味では巡回ルートにしたいですね。
さて、これで君たちが警備する3つのフロアを案内したが、最後にとっておきの場所へ案内させてもらおうか。
とって
Yes.
おきの場所。
へえ、どこっすか？
ふふん、このビルで最も見晴らしのいい場所さ。
Where's the best view in a skyscraper?
これはさすがに見事だね。
The roof. It is a beautiful view, though. You can see my house from here.
言葉も出ないな。
そうね、街がまるでミニチュアみたいに見えますね。
いやー、夜はさぞかしすげえ景色なんだろうな。
いずれこの場所は展望台として市民に開放しようと考えている。政府関係者だけが独占するのはあまりにももったいないからね。
なあ、それはいいですね。
キーヤちゃんもここに連れてきたいわね。
おっと、失礼。なあ、私だ。そうか、わかった。すぐにそちらに向かおう。どうやら首脳たちがタワーに到着したようだ。
That tour took half an hour.
申し訳ないが、これで失礼させてもらうよ。
そうですか。本当にありがとうございました。
どうもです。
いやー、マジ楽しかったっす。
いい経験をさせていただきました。
こちらこそいい気分転換をさせてもらったよ。それではまた後で。警備の方は頑張ってくれたまえ。
はい、お任せください。ま、推薦文くらいは頑張らせてもらおうかな。
エイドスのご加護を、会議の成功お祈りしてます。
私も祈っているよ。
Bye bye, Mr. Cross.
さてと、俺たちもダドリーさんのところに行くか。
確か34階の警備対策室でしたね。
しかしこのまま何も起きなきゃいいんだが。
そうですね、本当に。
Alright. The same day at 1 p.m.
それではこれより西ゼムリア通商会議の本会議を開始いたします。
Here we go. All the important peoples. Princess Claudia, Olivier, the Prince, President Rocksmith, Mayor Croyce, Speaker McDowell, Gileath Osborne, Arios.
議事進行は僭越ながら私ヘンリー・マクダエルが行わせていただきます。会議は一度休憩を
He's just there
挟ん
for
で
security.
約5時間を予定しております。ただし進行次第では多少の延長はありえますので よろしくご了承ください。それと会議に際して2名のオブザーバーに参加してもらっています。イアン・グリムウッド弁護士、
Ian
ク
Grimwood.
ロスベルのみならず周辺諸国で活躍している法律専門家です。国際法、慣習法にも通じているため、本会議への参加を要請しました。
はじめまして、イアン・グリムウッドです。
ほう、あなたが有名な熊ひげ先生
And
か。
there he is for you, Lady Kira. Prince Olivert.
人権問題などにも積極的に関わられているとか。
よろしくお願いします。
誠心誠意務めさせていただきます。
遊撃士アリオス・マクレイン、やはり周辺諸国で多大な功績を上げていることで知られています。遊撃士協会という中立的立場から本会議の安全を保障してもらうため参加を要請しました。
アリオス・マクレインです。お見知りおきを。
風の牽制だったか。共和国でも何度か君の名前は耳にしておるよ。
And there's your Arios.
デートでもたまに聞きますが、
And there's Chancellor Osborne.
かのクロスベルの地に風をまとう牽制ありと。
恐縮です。
それでは早速となりますが、各議案の検討に入りましょう。定義者ディーター・クロイス
Time
市
for
長、
politics.
説明と補足をお願いします。
まずお手元にある資料の最初にある議案ですが、
始まりましたね。
ああ。でもアリオスさんが呼ばれているのは聞いてたけど、イアン先生まで呼ばれてるなんてな。
しかも熊ひげ先生の名前で知られているみたいですし、国際会議では様々な合意や協定が交わされることがあるわ。その場合、既存の国際法や国際慣習法などに照らし合わせて妥当かどうか判断する必要があるの。
なるほど。そのためのアドバイザーがあの熊ひげ先生ってわけだね。
しかし始まったはいいが、さすがに小難しそうな話をしてるみてえだな。
まあ会議の内容に関しては我々が関与するところではない。この通商会議が無事に終わるか、
That's the
それだけ
important
に
part.
集中しておけ。
Don't want shit hitting the fan.
はい、心得ています。
それでは早速打ち合わせ通りに。
ああ、お前たちには34回、35回、36回を一通り巡回してもらう。一応お前たちの身分は全関係者に伝えている状況だ。各国首脳のスタッフや招待されたマスコミなどにも話を聞いてみるといいだろう。
了解しました。
それでは私は34階に戻る。エイドスの加護、何かあれば連絡してこい。
Yeah, bye bye.
や
Talk
っ
to
ぱ
you
り
later,
ダブリ
Dudley.
ーさんも何かあると思っているらしいな。
ええ。これだけ怪しげな動きがあって何もないのは不自然かと。
どうやら気合を入れて巡回する必要がありそうですね。
だな。
早速巡回を始めるかい？ああ、一通り回りながら関係者に話を聞いてみよう。
First up, let's go visit. I think he's not that right. Oh wait, no, he's. Here is Lecter. Man, get a load of that view. Ain't it something, SSS? Lecter? What are you doing here? Now, come on, you guys. I'm part of His Excellency the Chancellor's staff. Nothing unusual about me kicking back in here. Anyway, good to see you again, gang. We really gotta stop meeting like this. Even today of all days, you look like you don't have a care in the world. What he looks like is someone with something to hide. Hey, don't be like that, little lady. The only thing I'm hiding under all this charm is additional surplus charm. So, those glares on your faces tell me you guys have a boatload of questions you want to ask. That's right. We've learned a thing or two in the past 24 hours. Specifically about the Imperial government's actions, or lack thereof, regarding the trade conference. Alright then. I'm not exactly sure what you've heard, so let me shoot you a question of my own. Did you know that I'm working with the noble faction to take Gileath Osborne's life? What? Oh? Consider the source, everyone. Don't listen to a word he says. And falling for this one again, pal. Fool us once, shame on you. Dang, don't ruin a guy's fun like that. 2 out of 6 ain't bad. I was hoping to string half of you along at least. I suppose we can just chalk that one up as a crude attempt at humour then? Listen, Lecter. Because I need to make something clear, I don't care what your position or goal is. From where I'm standing, you're the type of person who knows how to take responsibility and get the job done. Owing to that, the most logical thing to do would be to cooperate with us, at least as far as security is concerned. Am I wrong? So, that's your play. I was only fooling about the turncoat business just now. But you can't tell me it's totally impossible to picture, right? You've got to keep your eyes peeled at all times, stay vigilant and see the signs. That's the key to a good writer finding inspiration, you know? I don't know any aspiring authors in this room last time I checked. I've seen broken rifles shoot straighter than this guy. Sorry, but that's all the advice I can give you at the moment. You should keep an open mind about how things might play out. Expected, unexpected, and all that jazz. That's real helpful, thanks. Even now, I can't get a read on what he's thinking. I feel like I understand him even less than I did before. Yeah, Lecter's weird. But he's not all bad. Alright, down we go to 35. And there's Kilika. Well, look who it is. How go your patrols, SSS? Kilika. The looks on your faces tell me you have some intel about what could happen today. Might it have something to do with your invitation aboard the Arcel, perhaps? I beg your pardon? We should have expected you would already know. Jeez, how do your sources even get this stuff? Settle down, it isn't anything to fret over. I am curious though. Did you hear anything of note? There's only some friendly advice, nothing more. There's still plenty we have to figure out for ourselves. Is that right? Well, the same could be said of myself. What? I was merely thinking aloud. I can envision as many scenarios as I'd like, but that doesn't mean any of them will come to pass. So many conflicting motives, there's still much we don't know. That's true of everyone working here today. Will today be the day the first domino falls, or is that juncture yet to come? Who can really say at this point in time? I think I understand what you're getting at, but still. Either way, she's right on the mirror. The only thing I'll add is that my role today is nothing more than that of a presidential guardian and keeper. In that sense, you could almost consider us as colleagues. I'd say we put aside our allegiances and simply watch how today unfolds. Beyond that, I have no further comments to make for the moment. Fair enough, thanks for the information. We can't go inside the main conference hall. Julia! Good afternoon, everyone. If it isn't the special support section. I take it you've been securing the conference floors for everyone. That's right. We've managed to eke out an assignment as part of the security. So this is the room where they stashed all the big guns, is it? Metaphorically speaking, of course. I bet every last person in here is a ranking officer. Correct. By all accounts, this room alone could prevent a major incident. Absolutely. Not to mention Senior Captain Schwarz's swordsmanship. I've heard it's as fearsome as it is elegant. You're far too kind. It's nothing so extraordinary. That being said, no matter what happens, no one will lay so much as a finger on Her Highness. I swear it. Trust us to protect the conference room, and we will trust you to keep watch over the other floors. Of course. Thank you. It's good to see you again, Major Vander. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary yet? Ah, hello there, SSS. It's hardly enough reason to let our guards down, but things have been calm thus far. Even the discourse of the conference itself has been civil. I'm admittedly impressed by how smoothly things are going. If the conference continues to go well, that will at least alleviate some of the stress on the prince's shoulders. Is everything okay, Major Vander? You seem to have a lot on your mind. I suppose you could say that. In a sense, we've only come this far because of the seeds he chose to sow. But never mind that. What matters most right now is our duties at the conference. I have a role to play as the prince's escort. Just as I'm sure you all have your own, keeping the conference secure. Right, that much is for certain. Toa! Toa! She's in the Cold Steel games. She's one of the major characters. I've been a nervous wreck all day, but I can't let this opportunity go to waste, especially after all Prince Olivet's done for the Academy. Most importantly, I'm here as a representative of Thor's. I've got to pull myself together and chip in. What's a girl in a school uniform doing here? I did hear that a student was going to be accompanying the Imperial government to the conference. Supposedly they're hoping to gain some real intel. Gain some real world experience. Being one of the best and brightest of the Academy. This must be her. Damn. Here I was thinking like someone couldn't just... And here I was thinking someone couldn't just find a... just couldn't find a babysitter. Somehow I get the feeling she and I would have a lot to talk about. She has to have skipped a grade or two, right? Well, you never know. That girl just might be around the same age as you and Lloyd. She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders, so I guess she could be older than she looks. It would be nice to get to know her, but we're a bit pressed for time today. She's so busy. Toa is adorable. And then we'll go down to the next floor. There's Pierre. I can't believe that woman would... No, I'm sure of it this time. Who's he mumbling about? Excuse us, Vice Commissioner Pierre. What? The Special Support Section? Oh, joy. Well, can I help you? If I may ask, Vice Commissioner, what are you doing here? Dear, you can't just... Oh, nothing. Nothing except my job as Director at the Security Command Room. Since when? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing your name sprinkled around in some of our materials. Ah, I see. I never read those, hence my confusion. You what? Here we go. We probably should have mentioned this to all of you sooner. Whoops. One question. If you're the head of security, why are you in here instead of in the command room? Taking a little break? Please. Dudley has full authority while we're here on site. With my permission, of course. So you see, there's no reason for me to be in the command room. Too many leaders spoil the group, as it were. Think of it however you like. As your superior, I know what is best for the operation. Now then, you six just focus on not getting in Dudley's way. Yes, sir. He's about as useless as he is incompetent. There's Dudley over there. There's Grace. Reporter Parker. Reporter Claude. There's lot of things going. Imperial Chronicle reporter. Good to see you, SSS. Hey, if it ain't Lloyd and Company. Feels like we've been waiting forever for this trade conference to kick off, doesn't it? It's the main event of all main events. Grospel's leadership and representatives from 4 nearby countries in a bonanza of international discourse. And of course, a big to-do like this demands a primetime venue. Orcus Tower, the continent's first true skyscraper. Can you feel it? The nerves in the air? I'm getting so tense that my heart's about to jump out of my chest. I definitely see the tension, but honestly, you don't look the least bit nervous to me. I suspect the nerves are coming less from her and more from her future prospective victims / interviewees. Gasp! Tia, you're back! And you brought that trademark snark along with you too. I'll admit, I'm not so much anxious as I am giddy, but enough about that. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Meet Noticia. Noticia, this is the special support section. Nice to meet you. I've seen you all in the papers before. You look like an even finer team in person. I'm Noticia, a reporter from the Liberal News. Thanks for keeping us all safe for the day. Happy to be of service. I've heard of the Liberal News Service. It's the largest publication in the kingdom. That's right. They've also been getting a lot of attention in the journalism world for another reason. 2 of their own reporters were awarded the Pulitzer Prize last year. The Pulitzer? Isn't that the prize that Nielsen person won a few years back? It's given to the continent's most outstanding journalist every year, if I remember right. That's the one. Anyway, the latest recipients are a duo by the names of Niall Burns and Dorothy Hyatt. Niall's an ace reporter, and Dorothy's a brilliant camerawoman. So the kingdom took home the crown last year, huh? 2 guesses as to what the prize-winning story was. Could it have been about the strange phenomenon that happened in Liberal around that time? Right again. Though technically everything they covered leading up to the incident factored into the decision too. I see. They sound very impressive. Yeah, I guess so. But that doesn't mean we'll just lie down and let them outshine us. It's every reporter's dream to win the Pulitzer Prize at least once in their career. If you want to win the next one, then you better get the best scoop you can each and every day. Especially this one. Got that, Reigns? Can't let any of these news hounds get the jump on us. Yes, man. If Grace gets any more fired up, the orbital sprinkler might just go off. Let's hope she can behave herself at least. Bye, Grace. Captain Grant, pleasure to see you. Here, Grant, working hard? Good day, Sergeant Major Seeker. You as well, Sergeant Orlando. Oh, I suppose neither one of you is technically part of the CGF at the moment. That's true, but my leave is only temporary. You can address me whatever you find easiest. Yeah, I don't care either way. The 2 of you the only representatives from the CGF on this floor? That we are. It's out of consideration for the dignitaries and members of the press, you might say. Part of the CGS orders for this assignment is to stay out of their sight and minimize exposure, hence the bare-bones deployment. Sounds like the reasoning goes deeper than that. It does. Essentially, the decision is a way of tiptoeing around the 2 major powers. While the Guardian Force's weaponry is restricted by state law, it still functions as the same as any other state military. We stay within budget, but a great deal of our funding goes toward maintaining and improving the arms we're allowed to have. Those expenditures would be an easy point of contention if they were out in the open during the conference. Out of sight and out of mind, in other words. Diplomacy can be one fickle mistress. All true, but I try not to think about it too much. In the end, both of us are only here for appearance's sake. Still, there's an entire company of guardsmen 1 story below, ready to mobilize at a moment's notice. Should something happen, they'll be on this floor within seconds, rest assured. Good to know. We'll be counting on you if it comes to that. And let's go talk to Dudley's. There you all are. Have you noticed anything amiss? No, not yet. That monitor over there gives you a security overview of the entire tower at once, right? Correct. We have access to every critical area of the building in real time. That includes the conference room, of course. Thankfully, this tower is equipped with the most advanced security system on the continent. Numerous locations are beginning to incorporate video surveillance, as I recall, from IBC to Orbital stores. I've never seen such a large quantity of them in one place, however. How many there are is only half of it. The fact this technology even exists is amazing on its own. I wouldn't be surprised to see them used to survey areas outside the city someday. The CGS days might be numbered, Noel. I don't think it'll ever be that simple. How widespread they become is going to depend on the public's approval. Digressions aside, there are more than welcome convenience for this assignment. If there are any leads on the terrorists' plans, all we can do is nip things in the bud at the moment they strike, whether right before or just after. That's why we have to keep our eyes sharp. We can't afford to overlook even the tiniest detail. If you come across anything suspicious, be sure to report it at once. Understood. I believe that's everybody.
よし。これで一通り回った。
今のところは特に問題なさそうですね。
ああ、この調子でもう一度見て回るとしようぜ。
そうね。会議の方はどうなっているのかしら。
そうだな。市長や議長が頑張っているとは思うけど。
Yep.
問題は鉄血宰相にロックスミス大統領ですか。
It's a hell of a situation that they're in.
まあ、休憩時間になったら誰かに聞けばいいんじゃない？
The same day, at 3:05 p.m. The trade conference finally reached its halfway point. Before the intermission officially began, the heads of state held a brief press conference for the media. Meanwhile, Lloyd and the others took the opportunity to speak with Mr. Grimwood, who'd started his break ahead of the others.
なるほど。そんな事情で君たちも警備に参加したのか。
ええ、正直気休め程度にしかなっていないかもしれませんが。
いやいや、市長暗殺未遂事件で大金星を挙げた君たちだ。この場にいてくれるだけでも私としては非常に心強いよ。
そう言っていただけると。
ありがたいっすね。
それで先生、会議の方はどうなんですか？さほど荒れた雰囲気は感じられませんでしたが。
ああ、今のところは順調だよ。いくつかの通商協定には各国の同意も得られたし、ディーター市長の呼びかけも無駄にならなかったようだね。
そうですか。
ょっと安心ですね。
しかし今のところってことは何か懸念でもあるのかな。
え？
そうなんですか。
オブザーバーである私の口から言うのもなんだが、前半は貿易や金融などの経済的な議案がほとんどだったんだ。
Easy stuff.
しかし会議の後半は各国首脳から定義される議案、しかもどうやらクロスベルの安全保障に関する話が出るらしい。
Yeah.
それは
安全保障ってことは軍事の話も入るってことか。
でも2年前に締結された不戦条約もありますよね。
あれはリベールの女王陛下が当時のクロスベルの危機的状況を抑えるために提案したものだ。
Yes, she did.
レミフェリアは関わっていないし、何よりクロスベルそのものが不戦条約には関わっていない。その意味でそれとは別の新たな安全保障の枠組みが求められているのは確かでね。
確かにそれは祖父も懸念していました。ならクロスベルを交えた新たな条約を結べばいいのでは。
そうですよ。不戦条約と同じ国家間の争いを武力で解決するのを禁止するような枠組みを。
No.
そうか。クロスベルは国家じゃない。帝国と共和国によって承認された自治州でしかない。
そう、それはつまり国際条約を締結できるような国家主権を持っていないということだ。経済的な協定は結べても対等な立場での条約は結べない。それが結果的にこの地の安全保障をひどく危うくさせてしまっているわけだ。
ややこしいがなんとなく分かってきたぜ。
すみません、ちょっといいですか。クロスベル以外にも自治州というのはあります。
No, it is
レ
not.
マン自治州、オレド自治州、ノーザンブリア自治州。
What makes Crossbow so special?
それらの自治州も同じように国際条約は結べないのですか。
いや、そんなことはない。確かにそれらの自治州もそれぞれの歴史的事情によって国家としては成立していないが、宗主国から移譲される形で同等の主権が認められている。
宗主国。
それらの自治州が決定的にクロスベルと異なる点。それは成立を承認したのがアルテリア報告ということなの。
アルテリア報告というと七葉教会の総本山だったっけ。
Yep.
ええ、国土は小さいけど宗教的な権威は持っているから。
The single most powerful nation.
自治州や自由都市の多くはあそこに頼って成立しているの。
だがクロスベルは帝国と共和国に承認されて成立する自治州、
Conditionally.
いわば宗主国を2つも持っている形になっているんだ。
ええ、そしてそれが歴史的に様々なねじれと悲劇を生んだ。 クロスベルに少しでも試験が認められれば、もう少し状況は変わるのでしょうけど、それを大国が認めることは永遠にありえないでしょうね。
Yeah, trying to take it from two nations that got manpower of military strength of the entire country.
そんな。ため息が出てしまいますね。
話を戻すが、どうやら宰相と大統領はそれぞれ安全保障に関する提案があるらしい。
Yep.
無論それは
Gotta love
対等な
politics.
条約を各国が結ぶというものではない。今頃議長や市長たちは警戒を強めているところだろうね。すまない、不安にさせてしまったようだな。まあマクダエル議長などはこのような状況は慣れっこだろう。それにディーター市長の方は何やら策があるようでね。
策ですか？
それはどういう？
いや、詳しい話は私も聞いていないんだが。
失礼します。特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
バニングス、こちらは記者会見が終わった。首脳たちは36階に引き上げたが、お前たちはどこにいる？
はい、34階の休憩室ですが、何かありましたか？
実はオズボーン宰相とロックスミス大統領からそれぞれ申し入れがあった。休憩時間中、お前たちと直接話がしてみたいそうだ。相手が相手だ。さすがに断ることもできん。休憩時間中に36階にある両首脳の部屋を訪ねるがいい。左翼の採用が大統領、右翼の採用が宰相の部屋だ。
待ってください。一体何がどうして？さすがに荷が重すぎますよ。
甘えるな、バニングス。両者の思惑を伺えるまたとない機会だろうが。
Dudley has faith in them now.
わかりました。すぐに両首脳のところに向かいます。
いざという時はエリー城に頼れ。VIP 相手は慣れているはずだ。話が終わったら報告に来い。
了解です。
ロイド、今のは？
おいおい、不穏なことを言ってやがらなかったか？
ああ。
Lloyd explained to the others that both Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith had requested a private audience with them.
マジかい？
どうやら冗談ではなさそうですね。
いやはや、驚いたな。
Even
どうやら思っていた以上に特務支援課の名前は知れ渡っているようだ。
いや、両首脳のスタッフにそれぞれ知り合いがいるんです。それで興味を持たれただけかもしれません。
なるほど、そいつはありそうだな。
だとしても断るわけにはいかないわね。
ああ、36階の左翼と右翼の採用の部屋だ。早速訪ねてみよ
う。了解です。イエスさ
Come on, Noel. Let's go. Receiving an audience with the heads of state of both major powers is something substantial, no matter the reason. I'm sure you're apprehensive, but an opportunity like this is worth taking advantage of. At the very least, being able to size both men up in person should be a valuable experience for you. I was thinking the same thing. We'll head over to them now. Please excuse us, Mr. Grimwood. There's Dudley and the two soldiers. How are you and your men faring, Captain Grant? Just fine. Everyone's standing by on high alert. They're used to being ready for an emergency at any moment. I suppose they would be. That's reassuring to hear. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go over how our forces will be deployed for the second half of the conference. Hey there, Lloyd and Company. How's the security detail going? Peachy? For now, at least. What about you? Did you manage to get the scoop you were looking for? Oh, you know it. We've been doing pretty well for ourselves so far. Speaking of which, I might end up writing a genuinely positive article for once. All I need now is some material with a little more zing to it. Something the public would eat right up. I'm sure you already know this, but please don't go sneaking off someplace you're not supposed to. Our jobs are tough enough as it is. I won't. I was gonna make arrangements. Listen, I promise I won't break any rules, okay? See? No fingers crossed or anything. So come on, don't worry about it. I'm more worried than ever now. As am I. Alright. Nothing else there. What's Rain's? How many times must I tell you? The press isn't allowed past here. Still, it's intermission. It's still intermission though, right? Can't you just, look the other way? We promised we only want to take a few photos. They won't even know we were there. That's right, I can't go back to Grace empty-handed. Please let us through. Persistent as ever. Good luck trying to tell a reporter where they can and can't go. Well, as long as no one's trying to physically force their way through, they're not breaking any rules. I guess so. This is just all part of being a member of the press, right? Either way, we may as well give up any hope of using the elevators right now. Let's take the stairs then. Oops. Every stupid. Is that Arios and Kilika? I believe so. What could they be talking about? Nearly a year has gone by since you left the guild. Are you adjusting well to your new job? More or less. Though the workload is so much heavier, it doesn't even begin to compare. So I imagine. And how's Shizuku been? As cheerful as ever, though sometimes I feel as though she's a bit too accommodating for a child her age. She was recently blessed with a wonderful friend as well. I've noticed that she smiles more often since then. That's good to hear. It's already been half a decade since Seiya's passing, hasn't it? Not to mention 6 years since our first meeting. That's right, 6 years. You were wandering the continent when you came across Sire in Crossbell City by chance. As I remember it, she insisted you stay with our family while you were in town, no matter how much you tried to refuse. Imagine my surprise when I saw you working for the Bracer Guild in Libel 3 years later. The goddess works in mysterious ways. You never quite know what threads end up tying people together. I'll never forget the hospitality the two of you showed me back then. My only regret is I was unable to return the favor to her. There's no need to dwell. The fact that you remember it to this day would be more than enough for Saya. Sounds like those two knew each other before they met through the guild. Evidently so. But I feel like it would be rude to listen in any further. I agree. We should leave before we interrupt them. Ta-da! Hello, Angie? Yeah, we're in the middle of an intermission. Oh, that's right. Class 7 is at Gorelia Fortress right now. I'm a little worried about what the Imperial Liberation Front is up to, but they should be fine as long as Crow's with them. I'll keep an eye out over on my end, so you guys be sure to do the same. Huh. That's not like any orbment I've ever seen before. It must have been co-developed by the Foundation and the Rainford Company. Whatever it is that girl was talking about. Though, she seemed pretty on top of it all. Not just anyone can do that sort of thing. Huh? You love me? Angie, this is a serious situation here. I'll keep an eye out over on my end, so you guys be sure to do the same. Huh? Ah, it seems the elevator's arrived. How about that? Please, after you. Oh, I couldn't. You go on ahead. It's good, alright. I promise you I'm in no particular hurry. No, no, I insist. You're here first. What's up, Lloyd? Take a look at those two soldiers by the elevator. They appear to be trying to compromise on who rides the elevator first. This is kind of painful to watch. Look at them go, like an awkward couple on a first date to the anniversary festival. We can forego using the elevator for now, if only to spare us the emotional turmoil. Yeah, good call. Second time we can't use an elevator.
あれは
Lecter and Claudia.
そうですか。ルーシー先輩と。
ああ、この前レミフェリアに出張した時にばったりとな。なんとか逃げようとしたんだが、うんづかまっちまったよ。何発殴られたと思う？
一発も。代わりにしがみつかれて泣かれてしまったんじゃないですか？
ね。
ルーシー先輩の気持ちはわかりますから。多分先輩が普段どれだけ危険なことをしているのか気づいたんじゃないかと思います。
Chloe.
女ってのはたまに恐ろしく鋭くなるからな。やりにくくて仕方ねえぜ。
自業自得ですね。懐かしいな。レオ先輩とも会っていませんし、いずれ同窓会とかしたいですよね。先輩、ダメですよ。
Yep. How we doing, Matt? The Shadow Man? Best girl, Chloe. And you're right at the best. And we're right before the biggest. Oh, you missed Toa.
一本取られたな。約束はできんが、ま、努力はしてみるさ。期待しないで待っててくれ。
わかりました。楽しみに待っています。それでは、私はこれで。
Chloe is great.
ああ、ジークのやつにもよろしく言っといてくれ。
And Lecter. The biggest troublemaker in Zemeria.
やれやれ。
Other than
ほんと成
Blue
長した
Black.
な。さすがは次期女王陛下。あんたらもそう思わないか？
気づかれてたか。
Lecter is like 5 steps ahead of everybody.
あ、すみません。立ち聞きするつもりはなかったんですが。
つい聞こえてしまって。でもエリーさん、すごく興味津々でしたね。ティオちゃん
いや、でも気になるぜ。一国のお姫様相手にずいぶんお安くないじゃねえの。
Oh yeah, you're right. It's just female student. Except I've already played Cold Steel, so meh, I don't care. Spoilers don't matter to me. Right up until Reverie.
ああ、学校の後輩ってだけだ。と言っても日曜学校じゃなくてジェニス王立学園ってところだが。
ジェニス王立学園。確かリベールにある有名な高等学校だったかな。
ええ、確かに留学生も多く受け入れているけど。
And earlier on in the game we met Yuna.
それじゃあ国費で留学されていたんですか？
いや、ポケットマネーさ。ギリアスのおっさんのな。そんじゃ、俺もこれで失礼させてもらうぜ。ああ、そういやあんたら、タヌキどもに呼ばれてるんだってな。どちらも一筋縄じゃいかないから、せいぜい気をつけとけよ。あ、
Bye, Lecter.
相変わらず怪しさてんこ盛りな人ですね。
Best girl
リ
tier.
ベールの次期女王の先輩にあたる情報将校か。ますます興味深いね。
I know. Especially Yuna. Because he just had this random girl talking about Crossbell and stuff. And if you played Azure and Zero before, well, Azure, because she'd never appeared in Zero, there was no mention of her at all until this version.
いずれにしても彼が鉄血宰相の配下として動いているのは確かだ。何を狙っているのか見極める必要がありそうだな。
And here we've got Prince Albert. We're done deliberating for now, but I'm absolutely exhausted after facing both Osborne and Rocksmith at once. Oh, now, don't sell yourself short, your lordship. You've grown quite capable of commanding the room when needed. I'd say your predecessors would be proud of the way you handled yourself in there. It's been 5 years since I ascended to the throne. Rumiferia's domestic order has finally been secured, but I've much to learn as a statesman. Ah, look who it is. Thank you again for all your help yesterday. Ah. Good afternoon, Special Support Section. Pardon our interruption. I did hear about your being added to today's security detail. We appreciate your service. It's my understanding that you once even saved Speaker McDowell's life. It would seem we're in good hands. I think you may be expecting a little too much from us. Not at all. I, too, find your presence here most reassuring. We'll need that peace of mind to properly navigate the second half of the conference. About that, you expect the upcoming discussions to become problematic, Grandfather? I do. Unlike the first half, I suspect the faults of Crossbell State will be thrust into the spotlight one after another. To which the major powers will no doubt be as demanding as they've ever been. Yeah. But maybe one day. Well, however, I am also concerned about Dieter. During our latest diet session, he was rather enthusiastic about introducing some truly radical ideas. Such drive comes with youth, and I do respect that. However, I worry about what direction it might take us one day. Or it might take us today. I hadn't thought about it that way. Mr. Grimwood alluded to Mayor Croyce having some kind of plan for the last half of the conference. I can't profess to know the details myself, but I'm certain he'll bring it to the table sooner or later. And whether it turns out for good or ill depends entirely on how the conference proceeds. Isn't that right, Speaker? Precisely. As Speaker, it is imperative that I lend my utmost support to Mayor Croyce during the trade conference. It's no simple duty, to be sure, but I'll do what I can to fulfill it. Of course. Best of luck, Grandfather. Sieg! May I ask you a question, Sieg? How do you suppose Grandmother would have handled this if she'd been the one to come? Scree! Scree! You have a point. I suppose I can't help being the way I am. Oh, hello, SSS. Sorry if we're interrupting, Your Highness. It's nothing to concern yourselves over. Sieg got voice acting in this game. I was merely thinking aloud. To be honest, I'm glad you came to visit. Your Highness, are you also concerned over what may happen during the second half of the conference? Partially, yes. But I was actually reflecting on something a tad broader. As Crown Princess, I have a fair bit of knowledge when it comes to diplomatic negotiations. But to be a good negotiator takes many skills, insight, judgment, and objectivity, for instance. The first half of the conference made me painfully aware that I still have room for growth in those particular areas. Sieg is the best bird. So that's what's bothering you. And I think his breed of bird is actually a real one too. So that's what's bothering you. Give yourself some credit. Knowing where you can improve is half the battle. That's right. And you're still only as old as Lloyd, Ellie, and myself, Your Highness. You're an inspiration, if you ask me. That's very kind of you to say. Still, being timid in a room like that is unavoidable at this stage in my career. But though the continent's troubles wait for no one, I nevertheless have to learn at my own pace and take everything in stride. That's a good approach, just don't forget to cut loose and relax every now and then. Like now, for example. You only get one intermission. It'd be a shame to waste it. Wazi, I swear to Adios, if you're thinking of inviting her out for drink, or worse, it's alright. I was never one for excessive formalities. The lack of it is quite relaxing, actually. Though now that I think about it, perhaps nostalgic is a better word. When I'm around all of you, I feel as if I'm speaking with Estelle, Joshua, and the rest of our friends. I'm not sure we can really compare, Your Highness. Well, I'd have to disagree with you on that. Ah, yes. Would any of you care for some tea? Oh, no, we couldn't possibly. As much as I would love to, we have somewhere else we need to be. My apologies. I should have anticipated that. I won't keep you any longer. Please be careful today, everyone. I wish you all the best. And rest assured that I'll be giving my very utmost during the second half of the conference. Absolutely. We'll be rooting for you, Your Highness. Speak. Alright, we've got to go visit the President first.
お待ちしていました。
And Joachim was the most evil man I have ever had the displeasure of fighting in a battle. Because the dumbass gate stopped me from getting the level 40 achievement.
クロスベル警察特務支援課の方々ですね。
はい。こちらが大統領閣下の。
ええ、あなた方が来たら通すように言われています。どうぞ中にお入りください。
それでは。
失礼します。大陸最大の国家の一つ、カルバードの首脳ですか。
さすがにちょいとばかり緊張してきたぜ。
Because I was at like level 38, I believe it was. And he got me just over to level 41. And if that's not the final screw you from an evil villain, I don't know what is.
クロスベル警察特務支援課お招きにより参上しました。
おお、よく来てくれたな。遠慮はいらんよ。さあ、座ってくれたまえ。
And I think I know what my favorite song in this game is. It's gotta be the theme that plays when talking about the Libellion when you meet with Chloe for the first time.
はい。
それではお言葉に甘えて。
The President.
いきなり驚いただろう。いやー、こんな時でもないと時間が取れんと思ったもんでな。忙しいだろうにすまんな。
いえ、そんな。
お気遣いいただき恐縮です。
Yeah. It always brings me joy every time I hear it.
確か君はマクダエル市長のお孫さんだったかな。確か前に祝賀会か何かでお目にかかったことはないかね。
はい、祖父の付き添いで共和国を訪ねた折にお目にかかっています。
Ellie has all the connections.
一昨年のことになりますね。
She knows everybody.
確かにそうだった。しかしあのマクダエル市長が今は退かれて自治州議長とは。あのお年にしてあの情熱。まさに政治家の鏡というものだ。
I like Rocksmith.
祖父が聞いたらきっと喜ぶと思います。ところで閣下、今日はどのようなご用で？
君たちの話は キリカ君から聞いていたのでな。シュバルツオークションの顛末も痛快だったそうじゃないかね。こう言っちゃなんだが、前のハルトマンという議長は鼻持ちならない男だったからな。その失脚のきっかけを作った功労者たちの顔ぶれは一度見ておきたかったんだ。
恐縮です。
まあどっちかというと勝手に自滅しただけみたいですけど。
そうですね。あんな教団と関わっていた時点で
Yep.
アウトではないかと。
そうそう、それとその教団だ。 DG 教団。大陸各地で悪さをしていたが、最大の被害者は我が国でな。連中にとどめを刺してくれたことも改めて礼を言いたかったのだよ。
いえ、当然のことをしただけですから。それに自分たちの貢献などほんの些細なもので。
Lloyd needs to learn how to take a compliment.
謙遜はやめたまえ。何でも警備隊すら操られていた危機的状況だったそうじゃないか。そんな中、一人の少女を守って邪悪な教団に立ち向かった。いやはや、なかなかできることじゃない。
He's got all the support.
いや、本当に恐縮です。
過分なお言葉、痛み入ります。
実際あの事件が下手に転んだら大変なことになっていただろう。 IBC も邪悪な教団に占拠され、国際貿易と金融がストップする。そうすれば共和国経済にも深刻なダメージだったに違いない。
それは。
そうなると、君たちには勲章でも送らないと格好がつかんかもしれんな。
But I think that might be more of like a cultural thing based on the origin of the game.
よし、帰ったらすぐにでも豪勢なのを手配させてもらおう。
いや、ちょっとお待ちください。
自治州での事件なのに共和国政府から勲章をもらうのはちょっとおかしいような。
マクダエルのじい様からもすでに表彰状をもらってるし
な。何もおかしいことはない。
Yeah, anybody can get a medal from anywhere.
クロスベルの問題はすなわち宗主国である我が国の問題だからな。
閣
下。そんな顔をするもんじゃない。鉄血宰相にも呼ばれておるのだろう。もう少し話したいところだが、そろそろ行くといいだろう。ああ、勲章は必ず手配するから楽しみに待っててくれたまえよ。
Yeah, politics. You're annoying.
お疲れ様でした。オズボーン宰相のお部屋は反対側になると思います。
あ、どうも。
わざわざありがとうございます。
いえ、それでは。
人当たりはいいけど、さすが大国のトップだね。
It's Aussie time.
とんでもない大狸じゃないか。
ワジ君、めったなこと言わないの。
Then it's almost time for the shit to hit the fan.
でも結構露骨でしたよね。
Because it's been way too peaceful.
私たちを威圧するのが目的ではなさそうですが。
多分体裁を整えるのが目的だったんだと思うわ。共和国の大統領が教団事件の解決に貢献した私たちに勲章を送るという体裁が。
クロスベルの事件は自分たちにとっての事件、つまり宗主国としての領有権を改めて強調してきたのか。
おいおい、そのために呼んだのかよ。大国のトップってのはやっぱりとんでもねえな。
Osborne's ego is a little bit bigger than his country's borders.
まあ、自治州議会の議員とは明らかに格が違いそうだね。
最初の方はどんな話が
Nope,
あるんでし
it
ょう。
does not. It just keeps getting shoveled on.
わからない。とにかく腹をくくっておこう。
Alright. There's the definitely potentially maybe romantically linked Mueller and Julia. Good to see you again, SSS. Do you have a status update to make? Nothing to report for now. What about the two of you? Have you learned anything? Unfortunately not. Things have been quiet thus far. We're exhausting every avenue on the Erebonian side of things as well. But unfortunately, neither the nobles nor the reformists are intent on giving us any leads to work with. That's unfortunate. Big goose egg from the Imperial factions then, huh? They seem like real peaches to deal with. Yesterday, Prince Oliver mentioned the possibility of creating a third faction, didn't he? It's been on my mind ever since. Well, Oliver will probably have to make do with some lady from Libor. I don't know, somebody who likes whips. And alcohol. Hey, Kenny. If you wouldn't mind, Major, could you tell me more about his intentions? Ellie? Well, it's only natural you'd be curious. I'm not supposed to say much, but I don't think there'd be any harm in sharing a bit with the SSS. Put it metaphorically, you could say the Prince is attempting to shatter some long-standing barriers. Barriers, huh? The funny thing is, when Oliver is serious about something, he does his job well. How are you doing, Kenny? Barriers. That's something we're all familiar with. Basically, there are irreconcilable differences between the noble and reformist factions. But that won't stop him. He aims to have the two come to terms anyway, as absurd as that sounds. The Prince is trying to get the reformist and noble factions to reconcile? I underestimated his starry idealism. Isn't the divide between the two sides as wide as Gorelia Canyon itself? Wazzy, don't be so rude. Ellie is the barrier between Lloyd and his barriers. Ha, he's absolutely right. Or is it Rishi? Still, the Prince has committed himself to dancing toe-to-toe with a monster, despite how ludicrous it may appear. He's fully aware of what people call him behind his back, a showy, debaucherous bastard prince whose only concern is his leisurely wants. Still have to wait to spend your... Oh, man. Maybe I could send you some. I'm not sure how it works. But if you want, I can give you, like... Yeah, but do you think that'll stop Ilya? I could probably send you maybe 10k of my points to you, Kenny, if I knew how. It's fully of... let them talk. I've decided to stand by him regardless. Mueller is a bro. I see. That's very admirable. The Prince will always have an ally in Libor, Major Mueller, just as Princess Claudia has stated. We may not always be able to intervene directly, but we'll assist you both in any way we can. Thank you, Senior Captain. I'm truly grateful. The Prince must truly be loved to have so many valuable allies. I don't know if I'd go that far, but there's no question that he has a certain effect on people. Still, the best thing that could happen today would be the trade conference ending without incident. That is the objective. Always lurking. We'll be counting on you if the situation calls for its special support section.
あれが最小の部屋か。多分あそこを訪ねたら休憩時間も終わりだろう。他にやり残したことはないかな。
There's the city hall staffer. Okay, they're next door. Olivier and Dieter. Aha, I see. We share the same hopes for the bright men and women that will one day lead our people. Indeed, what's truly special about them is their hearts and minds, so pure yet fertile, like a garden basking in the morning dew. That's why I want more and more of. Ah, good afternoon, Special Support Section. Care to join in our chat? Sure, if we're not interrupting, that is. What were the two of you discussing? His Highness here happens to be on the board of directors for a prestigious military academy in Arebonia. We were just discussing the finer details of his duties. The board of directors? Those would be the individuals responsible for how the school is operated, correct? Damn, that's one hell of a side gig. It's just another one of my many schemes to get my name out there is all. I think the mayor here has contributed far more than I have. You're involved too, Mayor Croy? He's simply meant as a business partner. The IBC is the Epstein Foundation's benefactor, and it just so happens that the Foundation is part of a major test being held by the Academy. Really? I had no idea. That does remind me. I've heard that the Orbital Network tests have also begun in the Empire. No surprise that the continent's largest bank has clout in every country in some form or another. Quite right. I dare say our little talk today was preordained by the goddess herself. What do you say to being a guest lecturer at the Academy one day if the opportunity arises? Though I'll have to warn you that the faculty-student relationships are strictly prohibited. The way you say that almost makes it sound like you're encouraging it. An amusing fellow like yourself must be quite popular, Oliver. I may just have to steer you away for a night of drinks once all this is over. I'd love nothing more, my friend. We'll have a rousing good time, you and me. It looks like His Highness and Uncle Dieter have really hit it off. I'll say, guess they have more in common than I realized. They're just there for a good time. Now the big guy. The singularly most important man in Zemuria.
はい。それでは失礼します。なんか偉そうですね。
さすが帝国軍人。無駄に威圧的だね。
失礼します。オズボーン最小閣下。
No links, Kenny.
クロスベル警察特務支援課お招きにより参上しました。
入ってきたまえ。この光景、実に見事だ。
In all of his years, he has never seen anything quite like
地
that.
上この高さから見下ろせるような建造物を人間が作り出せると。
Yes, I am not Omega.
かつて映画を誇ったという古代文明に届く所業だろうが。
His hair kind of looks like yours. Oh, wow.
確かに。
1200年前
That's cool.
ゼムリア文明のことですね。
ああ、なんでも魔法みたいに便利な文明があったそうだが。
Kenny.
単なる理想郷というわけでは必ずしもなかったようだ。
Control yourself, Kenny.
昨年、リベールの異変時に出現した巨大な浮遊都市。あれもゼムリアの時代に建造され、そして人の手で封印されたそうだ。人の可能性と愚かさの象徴として。
人の可能性と 愚かさ。
その随分お詳しいのですね。
それほどでもない。
That's a smart man.
特にクロスベルに関しては、ヨアヒムなる教団司祭ほどにも真実に至っていない。
そんなことまで。
それに、わからないことがあるからこそ、世の中というものは面白い。
He's big and important.
手の内が全て見えたゲームなど、退屈の極みというものだ。そう思わないか、ワジヘミスフィア。
僕の名前もご存知なのか。いや、逆に名前しか知らないということかな。
いや、そして興味がないというだけのこと。
What's his voice?
闘神の継承の方がむしろ興味をそそられる
な。帝国軍情報局、素晴らしい情報収集能力をお持ちのようですね。
エレボニア帝国政府代表ギリアス。
He is a handsome man, though.
諸君のことはレクターからいろいろと聞いている。それでは残りの休憩時間、話に付き合ってもらおうか。
Let's have a friendly chat with Osborne.
それで最小閣下、お話に付き合うというのは一体どういう。
どうやら大抵のことはすでにご存知みたいですが。
He's just one of those voices that you know, but kind of a little bit of everything sort of thing. Like a Troy Baker style.
おしゃべりだ。もしくは意識調査と言い換えてもいいだろう。
意識調査
なら直裁に尋ねよう。君たちはこのクロスベルがどれだけ持つと考えている。
No, I've never watched a single episode of Naruto.
また露骨な質問だね。
別に大はない。ただ栄枯盛衰は歴史の常。
That's right.
滅びなかった国は存在し、
Countries are born and erased.
ましてや動力革命によってあらゆるものが加速し始めたこの時代において、
Cities
この因
disappear.
縁の地がどこまで現状のままでいられると思う。
それはいつまでもです。守ろうという意志が自治州の民にあるのならば。
ノエル。
そう、意志は常に重要だ。時に趨勢をひっくり返し、歴史そのものを動かすことも稀ではないだろう。
Blah blah.
人は無力な存在ではない。私もその可能性を信じている。
それじゃあ。
だがその意志同士がぶつかり合った場合はどうだ。簡単だ。小さな意志はより大きな意志に飲み込まれ、その火星を大きくするだろう。そうして生まれた豪華が地上にいくつも現れた時、あらゆる正義と倫理は灼熱に溶け、世界は一面の炎に包まれる。
In the integrity of morality itself.
そんな光景が
What's wrong,
容
Kenny?
易に原始できるのではないか。
Why are you sorry, Kenny?
確かに帝国や
What
共和
rule
国に
did
比
you
べ
break?
て小さな石かもしれません。
I only have the one rule at the moment. No links. You're fine. But if you want to be timed out, I can time you out.
ですが大きな炎が小さな炎を必ず飲み込むとは限らないでしょう。かつて帝国の侵攻を退けたリベール王国のように。
12年前の100日戦役か。
その通り。意志には強さが問われる。リベールの小さくも強き意志が帝国の大きく乱れた意志に見事打ち勝ったということだ。
You're fine.
それは確かに。
If you keep doing it though, then you'll have to be disciplined.
果たしてクロスベルの民にリベールの民ほどの誇りと強さが備わっているかは知らんだ。休憩時間も終わりだ。
Threatening an entire nation.
ああ、帝国政府からは特に勲章を送るつもりはない。下手に平民に勲章を送ったら貴族勢力がうるさいのでね。
He just doesn't want to deal with the paperwork.
お前たち、あれほど上機嫌な閣下はあまり見られるものではない。おいおい、何の冗談だ。お前たちのことを気に入ったということだろう。重い言葉かもしれんが、まずは受け止めてみるがいい。私の立場から言えたことではないがな。
とてつもなかったわね。
つうか、化け物すぎんだろ。
People are terrified of Osborne.
ああ、なんていうか立ってる次元が違う気がする。ティオ、大丈夫か？
はい、なんとか。
No, he doesn't.
あの人から
He's just a faithless guard.
炎のイメージが強烈すぎてめまいを起こしましたけど。無理ないよ。私ですら何か見えた気がしたもの。
鉄血宰相か。まさに怪物って感じだね。クロスベル程度なら人のみにしてしまいそうだな。
でも俺たちをなぶるために呼び出したわけでもないだろう。大統領もそうだけど俺たちに興味があったというのも嘘じゃないと思う。ならいい勉強をさせてもらったと考えた方がいいかもしれないな。
言うじゃない。
Gotta look at the positive
そういう
reads.
ところはちょっと真似できないわね。
ああ、ポジティブすぎんだろ。
でも確かに落ち込んでも仕方ないですよ。そうですね。得られた教訓は生かさないと。
とにかく休憩時間も終わりだ。ダドリーさんのところに戻って会見の結果を伝えておこう。
Yeah. Let's go meet up with our good pal Dudley once again. The same day at 4:30 p.m. Just as Mr. Grimwood had predicted, the discourse became more turbulent in the second half of the conference. Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith continued to raise question after biting question, each one aimed at Crossbell's security and future. As the conversation wore on, looks on Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell's faces became even more sullen and stern. Here we go. More politics, friends.
問題はたかが宗教団体一つでああも無様に治安が揺らいだことだ。それも治安維持組織が操られるなど前代未聞の形によって詳細については皆様にもお伝えしてあると思いますが詳細が問題なのではない危機管理の質が問題なのだ。事件の際滞在していた帝国人の生命と財産が脅かされた事実もある。そのことについてはどうお考えか。
待ちたまえ最初。損害賠償と慰謝料については手続きが行われているはずだ。この上さらにミラを出せというのは我が帝国の度量が問われるだろう。
いえ、殿下、そういう問題ではありません。問題は彼らがクロスベル自治州政府がどうやって様々な安全を保障できるかです。生命の安全、財産の安全、貿易、金融市場への信頼の安全。戦争にかまけ怪しげな輩どもにつけ込まれるような者たちに果たして保証できましょうか。
だがハルトマン元議長が失脚し腐敗も浄化されつつあると聞く。今後は健全な政治体制の下でしっかりとした安全保障の枠組みが築かれればいいのではありませんか。
いやいや対抗閣下、ことはそう簡単ではありませんぞ。クロスベルの政治風土はもともと腐敗しがちな傾向にあります。
デ
ィーター市長、マクダエル議長は政治家としても傑出されていますが、仮に彼らに何かあった場合逆戻りになるのではありませんか。
That is a valid point.
悲観的な話になりますが、もともと政治に腐敗はつきものです。それはクロスベルだけではなく我が国も含めてどこも同じ。ならば今はお二人が任期中に健全な政治体制を作れるか見守るべきではないでしょうか。
失礼ながら殿下はお若い。希望を信じたくなる気もわかります。ですがクロスベルは伝統ある王家をいただくリベールとは違うのです。よりどころとなる権威のないところでは政治は核もたやすく弱体化する。それは歴史が証明しているでしょう。
それは
我が国には君主はおりませんが栄誉ある共和国憲章があります。これは100年前の革命の時、さまざまな勢力と民族が集まって作り上げた奇跡的なものでしてな。それを頼りに我が国の政治はたとえ腐敗しても誇りを失わずに存続できたと言えるでしょう。
お言葉ですが、我々にも誇りある自治州法が存在します。歴史的経緯から様々な不備が発生しているのも確かですが、それでも少しずつですが改善できているのも確かです。弁護士、ここ10年で行われた自治州法の追加改正項目はどの程度か。
そうですな。詳しい資料はありませんが、 およそ50というところでしょうか。
50 law changes in 10 years. That's a lot.
10年でたった50。1年にわずか5つですか。
いえ、ここ数年では増加の傾向にあります。去年は確か12の項目が追加改正されたはずでしたね。
ああ、金融と動力ネットに関する諸項目の追加が多いが。
Yeah.
いずれにせよ、その調子ではとても意義のある安全保障体制が早急に構築できるとも思えぬ。やはり現状を踏まえた対応策を話し合うべきであろう。
ええ、それは同感ですな。
やれやれ、あなた方がそこまで気が合うとは思わなかった。ノルド高原の領有問題についてもすぐに合意できるのではないか。
はは、これは一本取られましたな。
ま、それについては別の機会に話し合いましょう。
There we go.
時間が惜しい。議論を移るべきでしょうな。
わかりました。では最小閣下の定義の通り。
More discussions. More politics.
これってイアン先生が心配していた通りですか。
Gotta love the politics.
鉄血宰相と大統領に押し切られてるって感じだね。反論の糸口はないのかい？
実際自治州法に様々な構造的欠陥があるのは事実なの。だからおじい様にしてもディーターおじ様にしても反論しにくいのでしょうけど。
だが、
Okay,
その構造的欠陥は70年前の自治州成立時に2大国から押し付けられたものだ。
I'll have a look.
その上でのあの強引な発言は到底納得できるもんじゃないな。
は、確信犯ってことかよ。
いずれにせよ、会議の内容は我々の感知するところではない。
Yep, Dudley.
今は会議そのものが無事終了することに集中しておけ。
はい、もちろんです。
それではまた一通り巡回を。
捜査一課ダドリーだ。エマ君か。一体どうした？なんだと？
なんだ？
何かあったみたいね。
Here we go.
星座とヘイユエがそれぞれの拠点から動いたそうだ。一家の監視を振り切ったらしい。
なんだと？
Time.
うろたえるな。これも想定の範囲内だ。何かあったら知らせるから引き続き警戒しておけ。
了解です。
ああ、そうだ。予備の警官隊を動かしてもいいから。
Let's go.
本当に動きやがったか。一体何をするつもりだ？
ランディさん。
ランディ、落ち着いてくれ。いくら赤い星座でもここに仕掛けるとは思えない。
そうね、ビルの正面は警官隊が守っているし。
まさかこんな時に抗争を始めるとか。
それもちょっと不自然な気がするね。
なんですと？
今のは
おじい様。
What's going on?
最小閣下、今何とおっしゃられた？申し訳ないが今一度繰り返していただきたい。
お望みなら何度でも。クロスベル警備隊は解体。さらに他国の治安維持部隊をクロスベルに常駐させること、それが一番現実的だと申し上げた。
お待ちください。最小閣下は不戦条約の条項を忘れではありませんか？
ああ、武力でクロスベル問題を解決しないよう努めるですか。しかし別に侵略することを意味しているわけではありません。民間人を恐怖に陥れた軍隊 どきの役立たずな組織など解体すべきだと言っているのです。実際クロスベル警備隊など帝国軍または共和国軍の前には存在しないも同然です。
The CDF would probably be really good at like guerrilla warfare though.
高性能な装甲車にしても所詮戦車の前では紙切れ同然。そんなものに高い維持費を使うなら他国の戦力に安全保障を委ねる。それが自治州ごときには一番効率がいいあり方でしょう。
いささか乱暴すぎる意見に思えますが、
その他国の戦力というのはどこを指しているのかな。まさか最小閣下ともあろう人が歴史的経緯を忖度もせず帝国軍などと言わないだろうね。
そうは申していません。ですが必要ならば過去の因縁を水に流してでも帝国軍の力を提供すべきです。それがゼムリア大陸西部の平和と発展につながるのなら
ば。まあまあ皆さんそう熱くならずに。最小閣下の提案は私もいささか強引に思えますな。ただまあ警備隊などという軍にもなりきれない治安維持組織が中途半端というのもわかります。
それでは
そこで提案なのですが、警備隊は規模を大幅に縮小。代わりにベルガード門を帝国軍、タングラム門を共和国軍が管理するというのはどうですかな。そうすればクロスベル市の有事にもすぐに駆けつけることができましょう。
大統領、それは
They
検討に値するかと。
For all intents and purposes, everyone else in the room doesn't need to even exist.
さすがは大統領閣下。あまたの野党の突き上げを裁きながら政権運営されているだけはありますね。
いやいや、顔面な貴族勢力を抑えて改革をされている最小閣下に比べれば。
あなた方は。
いい加減にしたまえ。ここは二国だけの会議ではないぞ。
ほほ、これは失礼した。いずれにせよかような方向に議論は流れてきたわけだが、お二人の意見はどうか
な。boy.
ひどい。むちゃくちゃです。
よくもあそこまで面の皮が厚くなれるもんだぜ。
でも全く根拠がない提案というわけではないわ。こういう流れにだけはなってほしくなかったけど。
Gotta love the politics.
ここがしのぎどころって感じだけど。
こんな時に
ダドリーさんから。
はい、バニングスで。
俺だ、セルゲイだ。
セルゲイ課長、どうしたんですか。
時間がない、手短に話す。
Here we go.
ソーニャから連絡があった。タングラム、ベルガード両門の付近に設置されたレーダー施設が破壊された。自治州領空に侵入する不審な飛行船を捕捉するための。
There we go.
どうやら噂になっていたテロリストどもの仕業らしい。ダドリーにも伝えながら、お前たちの方でも備えておけ。
わかりました。
どうしたの。
まさかおじきどもが何かやらかしたのか。
いや、そっちじゃなくて。
皆さん少々よろしいか。
And more politics.
今この場で語られている安全保障の議論について一つ私の方から提案させてほしいことがあります。
ほう。先ほどからおとなしいと思っていたが何をおっしゃられるおつもりかな。
ええ、それは
方々下がられよ。
There we go.
飛行艇
Bang, 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 bang. There's the excrement hitting the fan.
まさかテロリストどもか。
ここで来たか。
ご安心を。砲撃にも耐えられる特注の強化ガラスです。ですが念のため全員お下がりください。
They're landing on the roof.
殿下ご無事ですか。なんとか。
今のラインフォルドの高速艇か。
ああ、間違いないだろ
う。もう一隻はベルヌ社の軍用ガンシップですね。
ええ、連中に奪われたことは報告にありましたが。
皆さんご無事ですか。
ああ、なんとか。しかし連中はどこへ。
聞こえているようだな。会議に出席されている方々、我々は帝国解放戦線である。同じくカルバードの古き伝統を守るために立ち上がった反移民政策主義の一派のものだ。
Let's go.
帝国と共和国で活動しているテロリスト集団。
この度我々は互いの憎むべき恩敵を討たんがため共に協力することと相なった。覚悟してもらおう。鉄血宰相ギリアス・オズボーン。ロックスミス大統領、あなたにはここで消えていただく。忌まわしき東方人に侵食されたカルバードの伝統を守るためには
Oh, the
そのくらいの荒
racists.
領事が必要なのだ。
愚かなことを。
話にならんな。
だがちょいとまずそうだな。
ああ、来るぞ。
Gonna drop their soldiers onto the roof. There they go.
こちらにまっすぐ向かっているだと。あの図面はこのために。とにかく待機させていた警備隊をこちらの方に急行させて。なんだと。
なんだこれは。どうしていきなり。なんだ、何が起こっている。ダメです。ボタンを押しても反応しません。
何がどうなっている。
ちょっとこれじゃ取材ができないじゃないの。レインズ君、なんとかしなさい。
無茶言わないでくださいよ。
Oh, Reigns. The only team on the top floor is. Yes, yes, yes.
オルキスタワーの制御を奪われたようです。昨日のハッカーの仕業かもしれません。
俺たちも行くぞ。とにかく35階に降りて首脳たちの安全を確保しないと。
了解です。
エレベーターがダメなら非常階段しかなさそうだな。
Let's go.
さっきまで通れたはずなのに。
ティオ、行けるか。
なんとかやってみます。
Tia connected an oval cable to the shutter's control panel.
少々厄介ですね。でもこれならなんとか。開いて。
さすがティオスケ。
いえ、セキュリティが低めに設定されていただけです。ですが今の解除で他の扉のセキュリティが強化されてしまいました。とて
ても全部は開いていられないかもしれません。
そりゃまた用意周到な。
とにかく下に降りるぞ。
Let's go. Gotta save the people. Dudley.
今だ。最小の首を狙え。3。ここは倒産。風の牽制か。
ひるむな。波状攻撃を仕掛けるぞ。助立ちします。
そちらは下がられよ。
かたじけない。
ミュラー・バンダール、アルノール家の守護者か。
あれはリベールの親衛隊。
構うものか。やってしまえ。
Doing all their moves.
すごい。とんでもねえな。
でもあれならなんとか。
お、来たか。
レクターさん。
出席者の皆さんは無事。
ああ、今のところはな。
話は後。後ろからも来るわよ。
ね。
機械音確認。
何か来たみたいだね。
Let's go. 3 robots.
これは
マフィアのアジトにいたのと似たようなタイプみてえだな。
とにかく撃退するぞ。速攻で蹴りをつける。行くぞ。
俺の番だな。
さてと、そこ私の番です。
Craft,
ターゲッ
analyze
ト
that
そうしま
one.
した。無視しました。
よし。
はい。
Craft,
ターゲッ
analyze
トそう
that
しました。
one.
ゲットです。電池ネット投射。私の番ね。
Analyze that one.
俺の番だな。
俺の番だな。行くぞ。
任せて。
任せろ。
さて。
よし。
Alright.
そこだ。
さて、そこです。
任せろ。
私の
Got him all.
上出来かしら。
ナイスファイト。
Music seems a bit quiet. Might turn that up in a bit.
多分屋上からタワー内に放ったのだと思います。
しかし今のは結社ってのが作ったもんじゃねえのか。
闇に流れたのを手に入れたか。それとも
どうでもいいが、あっちも蹴りがつきそうだぜ。
化け物どもが。
仕方ない。最終プランに切り替えるぞ。
スタングレネード。
下がれ。
Flashbang.
このシャッターは
どうやら簡単には突破できなさそうですな。
皆さん。
お前たちか。
どうやら無事撃退できたみてえだな。
ああ、しかしこのままでは逃げられてしまうだろう。
ティオ、やれるか。
自信はありませんが、やるだ。やはりセキュリティレベルが最大まで上げられています。
No.
使ってもこのノート型の端末では。
そうか。
私だ。ああ、なんとかこちらはしのいだばかりだが。何？連中がエレベーターで地下へ降下しているだと。
どうして？屋上にある飛行艇で逃げるつもりじゃ。
考えられるとしたら、飛行艇に搭載した動力爆弾を自爆させるってところか。
そうか。確かにそれならば。
このビルごと最小たちを葬りされるというわけか。
確かにテロリストたちならそこまでやりかねないわね。
愚かな。
さすがにピンチだね。
こうなったら力ずくでもこのシャッターを。
いえ、どうやらなんとかなるかもしれません。
何？
へえ、これはこれは。
Campanella.
てめえが僕のベースをめちゃくちゃにした犯人か。絶対許さねえ。吠え面かかせてやる。
威勢がいいな。
This is hacking.
そこまでです。おとなしくタワーの制御を解放してもらいましょうか。仕方ない。まあほんの暇つぶしだったし楽しめたから満足かな。それじゃせいぜい死なないように頑張ってね。そちらは後です。早くタワーの制御を。
There we go.
ヨナ、戻ってきてくれたのか。
ええ、どうやら今日の便で帰ってきたみたいですね。やりました。タワーの制御を解放します。やった。
エレベーターは使えるか？
ええ、ロックは解除しました。テロリストたちが使用中の一機は使えませんが。
ならば私は屋上に飛行船に搭載された動力爆弾を解除するわ。
キリカさん、できるんですか？
ええ、傍聴関係者には最低限のスキルだから。レクター書記官、手分けするとしましょう。
ま、しゃあねえか。
ならば我々も付き合おう。連中が人形兵器の守りを残している可能性はありそうだ。
そちらはどうかテロリストたちの追撃を。今ならなんとか捕まえられるかもしれません。
承知した。
バニムス、我々も追撃に出るぞ。敵は2組。手分けする必要がある。
了解しました。
あいあいさ。
Let's go. There we go.
ええ、ええ。わかりました。そこまでわかれば十分です。ご苦労でした、ヨナ。それではまた後で。
ヨナはなんて？
テロリストたちの逃走ルート、割りだオルキスタワーキブ。そこからジオフロント方面に逃走したみたいですね。
キブということはタワーの地下部分になるのね。
Yeah.
確かにジオフロントの各区画と接続されているはずだけど。
よし、必ず捕らえるぞ。あんな真似をされて逃がしたらクロスベル警察の名折れだ。
それはこちらも同じだ。ギルドが正式に立ち会った国際会議においてあの暴挙見逃したとあっては悪しき前例を作りかねん。
ええ、絶対に捕まえましょう。屋上の動力爆弾もちょっと心配ですけど。
キリカさんとレクターさんなら多分大丈夫だろう。ユリア巡査やミュラー少佐もついていってくれてるし。
Let's go.
確かにあのメンツなら間違いはありえなさそうだな。しかし随分と長いこと降り続けてるな。
まあ地上35階から地下8階まで降りますから。
That's it.
クロスベルの最深部にご案内ってわけだね。
Going all the way down.
時間が惜しい。先行するぞ。
遅れずについてくれがいい。
やれやれ、元気な兄さんたちだぜ。
私たちも急ぎましょう。
あ
あ。Alright, changing our party up. Bringing Noel in. And now we're in the GI front. One sec. Just want to check something. Absolutely. I do plan on playing Mass Effect on stream. Or it'll be my, like, 20th time playing the game.
これはすごいところに出たな。
なんだか圧倒されますね。
へえ、どういう場所なんだい？
オルキスタワーのメインシャフトになりますね。巨大なタワーの重量を分散するための場所みたいです。
話は聞いていたけど、こんなに大きな空間とは知らなかったわ。
まあとにかく急ごうぜ。
ああ、南の方だ。
Okay, where am I? Ah, dang it. Just gotta reload the autosave. Okay, that was closed. Okay, so that's the only way we can go.
これは
ああ、共同戦線はここまでだったようだ。
ダドリーさん、アリオスさん。
どうかしたんですか？
面倒なことになった。テロリストどもはここで二手に分かれたらしい。
それって
最初を狙ってた連中と大統領を狙ってた連中がここで。
ああ、間違いあるまい。共和国のテロリストはそちらのジオフロント C 区画。
The Erebonians went to D.
そして帝国のテロリストはあちらの D 区画に逃げたようだ。
よくわかりますね。
There's lots of dialogue.
決め手は足跡かい？
ああ、偽装している余裕はさすがになかったと見える。
だったらここは二手に分かれましょう。急がないとこのまま連中に逃げられてしまいます。
ああ、それが最善だろう。右手の C 区画は私とマクレインの2人で追う。お前たちは D 区画に逃げた帝国のテロリストどもを追え。
人数を分けないんですか？
さすがに2人だけというのは危険なのでは？
こちらの C 区画は熱処理プラントなどがあって少々面倒な場所だったはず。逆にそちらの D 区画は広くて探索が大変なはずだ。
いい分担かもしれねえな。ロイド、時間がねえ。それで行くとしようぜ。
分かった。ダドリーさん、アリオスさん、どうかお気をつけて。
そちらこそな。
敵は自分の命すら厭わない危険なテロリストどもだ。くれぐれも気をつけろ。
はい、
了解しました。
And away they go.
よし、俺たちも行こう。ジオフロントから脱出される前にテロリストを捕まえるんだ。
ええ、
きっちり落とし前をつけさせてやらねえとな。
And we rest. Heal up. We get some beast flesh. It's a parking garage.
ここは地下の駐車場か。
ええ、いずれ車社会がクロスベルに到来した時のために。
いや、それにしたってでかすぎねえか。そんな需要があるとはとても思えねえんだが。
察するに議員と役人たちがありもしない需要をでっち上げて工事を発注したってところかな。
なるほど。
ええ、残念だけどそういうことね。今はハルトマン議長の失脚で一時中断しているみたいだけど。
まあそれが正解だろうな。 しかしここまで広いと追跡するのも大変そうだな。
アクセス。
Scanning.
人らしき反応を確認。どうやら8名ほどの集団がこの付近を移動中のようです。
本当か？
意外と早く追いつけそうだな。
急ぎましょう。
Okay. So we can't go there, so we have to go here.
皆さん、あそこです。
まずい。
なんだあいつらは。追ってか。どうして嗅ぎつけた。
この
小銃で武装してるぞ。
どいて、ノエルさん。
Just shooting them.
その場にとどまるな。なんだあのガキどもは。構うな。このまま離脱するぞ。
Now where do they go?
外しました。
うちの女性陣
I
は
like
揃いも揃って勇ましい
I like how the girls in these games are just badasses.
とにかく追いかけるぞ。多分あそこまで降りるルートがあるはずだ。
Not afraid to throw down.
おう、こうなりゃ意地でも捕まえてやるぜ。
And we've got white canvas. Okay, the other doorway is over there. Let's see.
先生から始めましょう。
エニグマ、駆動。
No team rush. That's an R2. That's a.
分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。はい。はあ。さてと。
Shoot mine.
よし。いと。
さて。私の番ですね。そこ。や。
Good.
私の番。
俺の番。
Beat that
よ
one
ー、
down.
そこ。なんとかなりましたね。
Blade leveled up. Good. And none of the master quartz leveled up. There we go. Hello lads, I'm President Locksmith, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I'd like to award you medals for opening all of my friends earlier this year during the Bolt incident. I forgot to read this chest. 'Tis I, the box of Iron Chancellor. How long do you think your precious chest bell will last?
全力で行かせてもらうぞ。いってや。
さて。ターゲットを捕捉しました。
Let's scan that one.
やーや
ー。行くぞ。
世話が焼ける。
私の番です。そこです。はい。そこ。やーやー。
Shoot again.
戦闘終了。警戒態勢に戻ります。
Level ups. Now we head this way. And you can't stop the machines.
任せてくれ。スト。
はい。
Analyze
ターゲットを
last
捕捉
time.
しました。
That's all the enemies.
任せてやってや
行きます。よーし、はえ、私の番です。
俺の番だな。
え、や
俺の番だな。
There we go.
みんな大丈夫か。
Through here. And we got some more Sepith. I guess chests weren't important enough to invite to the trade conference, huh, Dita? Fine. We'll be holding our own chest Sumeria trade conference.
Hey, there! Say there! よーし、一気に行くぞ。
はい、た。はい。そこ。さてと、や。
Bang.
こんなところかしら。
We got it.
Hey, there! Say ha!
Got some leaves. Oops.
さあ、始めましょうか。
任せてくれ。
Bad.
それ。
助かりました。私の番ね。
Craft. Aerial cannon.
私のそこ。戦闘終
Very
了。
good.
警戒態勢に戻ります。
Celestial bomb. How often do you think Remiferian general stores get phone calls asking if they have Prince Albert in the can? I don't know what that means.
ここは俺たちのターンだ。
そこです。行きま。私の番ですね。目標を
行くぞ。えってや。行くぞ。
任せて。や。
Shoot that.
よし。えってや。
はい、た。迎撃完了。
Very good.
先に行きましょう。
Alright, nothing else here. Combat suit. I'm really glad Princess Claudia got to speak with Lecter again. Maybe now she can finally have some closure. Oop, I see another chest there. Headsman's Noodles. Day 394. It was another cold Tuesday morning when I suddenly realized I was still a treasure chest. Man, up, up. Yep, got everything. And once we get to the end of this section, alrighty. Save the game here. Well, that's gonna be it from me for now. Yeah. Yep. Save there. Let's have a look. Any new achievements? Just got the one last car customization option. We've got 37% of the treasure chests. There's two. Yep. Just want to make sure that I'm fully up to date on everything that I need to do. Yep. Yep. Got it. Good. Everything ready. Inspection, Dolnet. Okay, we've done everything in this chapter. Nice, those two. $125. Minus 14, minus 5, minus 19. Yep. So I should be right on the money. Okay. I would continue on, but for now, I'm going to call it here for today. Right before the big climax of Chapter 2. Yeah. You're welcome, Lady Kieran. Now let's do the fun stuff. Let's pick somebody to raid. Who are we going to raid? Let's see, who are we following? That's good. I haven't raided Arcturus in a long time, so I'm gonna go say hi. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining me. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Thanks Lady Kieran for hanging out, and everybody else. If you want to catch up on all the VODs and stuff, you can check out my YouTube channel. Everything gets uploaded there eventually. Almost everything. I also have a Discord server. It's a different Discord server to the one that you're on, Lady Kieran. Just letting you know that. Yeah. It has my schedule and lets you know when I'm live. You also have my schedule here on Twitch as well. Let you know what I'm playing, when I'm playing, and all that fun stuff. Later tonight is going to be a random game. I don't know what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to probably roll a die for it. We'll see what that one is. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you later tonight for whatever it may be. It's either this, Kingdoms of Amalur, Outer Worlds, Death Knights of Kryn, Rune Factory, or Red Solstice 2. But we'll see what that is. Yeah, bye bye.